What is up, listeners? Welcome to another episode of Behind the Frames with a couple of jobless weebs. I'm your host, Vic, from the Anime Weeb with the upgraded mic, because it's not my laptop mic anymore. I actually bought a mic. Good job, me. Today with me is a very special guest. Please welcome IVORY.
Yo, thank you. Thank you so much for having me. The pleasure is all mine, dude.
Alright, so for the viewers that don't know you, could you give like a small description?
Yeah, I guess like the most simplest thing you can call me is I'm an anime channel. I just cover a lot of anime related content, even though I have done other stuff that's not anime related. Obviously the anime stuff is definitely a fan favorite, especially like the reactions and whatnot. So I've been doing that for almost 3 years. I also stream too, so that's basically it.
Basically an anime channel. Alright, so let's start with something basic. So how did you like start? What was your, inspiration to start a YouTube channel or motive?
Well, my inspiration for starting a YouTube channel was actually the content creator Etika. Rest in peace, of course. He passed away, I believe, it was a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
What's it called? And the thing is, like, originally, I wasn't even going to do, like, I didn't come into YouTube thinking, okay, I'm gonna do anime stuff, I'm gonna react, I'm gonna do this. Like, legitimately, you can go back to, like, my first videos, and, like, it's just, like, a bunch of, like, am I allowed to cuss? I gotta ask that.
Yeah, you can cuss.
Okay, yeah, it's just, like, a bunch of random shit, basically. Like, it's just, like, I did, like, a video on talking about like The Walking Dead. I did a video talking about like this Danganronpa fan game, and then the first, I guess, thing that really I saw like some type of, I guess, attraction to was I actually reacted to this Tokyo Ghoul trailer, and like at the time I was like a huge Tokyo Ghoul fan.
Yeah.
So like I reacted to that, and that was like the first video I did that ever got like 100 views, or I think it slowly got to 1,000, but like it was like at 100, I'm like, okay, so people like reactions. So that's kind of when I started to think like, okay, well, I might as well start reacting and whatnot. That's kind of what, the rest is kind of history. So, yeah.
Yeah, so that reaction video started to blow up, and that started to form your channel. So that's how it happened.
Well, the Tokyo Ghoul trailer didn't really blow up. It was just the first video that I posted that had
views.
An elated amount of views. The thing that really, I guess, kind of jump-started my channel was when I started reacting to JoJo Part 5.
Ah, yes.
And that's when like it really took off for me, because like I was getting like thousands, like tens of thousands of views, and like I was just not used to that. So like I was just like, this is what people like to see, and obviously they come to me for it, so I must be doing something right, is what I thought.
Yeah, but yeah, there's like that one video that you just post and starts to become kind of like your identity of the channel. That's I think that's I think that's kind of what you have to do when you start YouTube. Like I see like a bunch of channels, they try to off the ground, they try to do like variety, like they want to do games and vlogs, and they want to do maybe like reactions and then reviews and whatnot, and like they don't spend enough time trying to hone one skill. Like me, I feel like I've kind of almost perfected my style of making reaction videos. Like whenever I make a reaction video, like I know like, okay, this is gonna do good, or like I feel like I am able to do it like extremely efficiently now. But I feel like a lot of people need to find that niche, or like that niche of what they want to do, and they just need to like hit it hard. Until, of course, there comes a point in time where, when they do want to break out of that shell, then that's when you slowly, branch out into like the sphere. Like for me, like I started doing just going hard with the reactions, right? Yeah. And I still go hard with the reactions, but I've slowly, started to do, okay, maybe I can do like a manga review, or like an anime review, or like a tier list, or like this and that, And like I've seen those videos do good as well, even better than my reactions at times. And like that's when I know like
you know, you kind of gotta. There's levels to this basically. You know, you got to start with the foundation and then build up from then.
Yeah, yep, yeah. I mean, it was kind of like that for me as well. You know, I remember starting off just making dumb trying not to sing or dance along animated challenge videos, and I mean, one of them blew up. I started posting a lot more, but copyright and shit. I get I get blocked a lot.
Oh,
so.
oh, trust me, I still get hit by the copyright gods to this day. They do not like me.
Yeah, I've been getting hit by them recently a lot. So yeah, I mean, I haven't been posting for like what, 4 months now, 4 or 5 months. Probably I'll get back to posting. I got a lot of you know, review videos in mind. Probably switch up content a bit because a lot of blocks. The copyright blocks are actually pretty. It's a big pain in the ass, to be honest. So you have to like, it's like playing whack-a-mole. You're just muting each song and then you get hit by another one like 5 days.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like that must be hell, dude. Like, well, with me, when I deal with copyright, it's usually like, well, the thing with copyright is that like, before, legitimately, I'm gonna say that like almost all of my JoJo reactions are copyright claimed. Like, I'm not earning any fucking money off of most of them. And when I was starting out, like I was legitimately just fine with that. Like, I was fine with just doing this totally for free. Yeah. Like, I was never in this for the money, right? But the thing is that recently I've been starting to get like even recently I got fucking hit with a copyright strike, and a strike is like a serious thing. That's like when the company is like actually like, yo, we're actually forcing you to take this video down. Like, they had to go to YouTube. And I haven't got a copyright strike since Tokyo Ghoul. That's 2 years ago. I got hit with a copyright strike for an old ass ReZero video, which is kind of crazy. It's just like,
yep.
It's just like, why? And and personally, I wouldn't mind if the company just like, yo, all right, you can have the video up, but we'll just take the revenue. That's fine. That's totally fine, because at the end of the day, at least my hard work, like my editing, my recording time that I put into it, at least it's still up for the audience to view. And that's all that matters. That's all I care about. But when they block it, it's like, damn, not only are you taking away the ad revenue, like, you know, like how I put, you know, pay bills and whatnot, and, you know, sustain my living, but you're also preventing, you know, the hard work that I put on to be up. And like, I don't know, that's really like the most frustrating thing I think that comes to making anime related content, for sure. It's just, you never know when copyright's just gonna strike you.
I remember making like my first video, and how long did it take? Like, it was a 45 minute video, and I spent like 5-6 days, like from morning to night, no sleep, just editing it. And by the time I posted it, I just got hit by like, I think 50 or 55 blocks. And
Jesus.
And yeah, I had to fix the video again. I had to remove some songs and then shorten some songs and such. People tell me that as usually anime openings and such, you can only have like 15 seconds maximum. Anything about that, you're gonna get blocked. But I get blocked when it's like 13 seconds or 12 seconds. So I'm like, it really depends on how the anime how the bots work, to be honest. But yeah, I spent like 2 days fixing the video, posted it, blew up. I was like, all right, fine, next video, again, block, fixed it, blew up.
Yeah, it's usually, it's kind of, rinse and repeat. It's kind of just like, you know, you're kind of just playing with fate at that point, you know, just hoping for the best.
Yeah, it's, even when I make AMVs and such, I'm like, all right, fine, okay. With the AMVs, you don't get a lot of blocks. You just get some, you know, ad revenue. You won't get ad revenue, but that's about it. I mean, I'm pretty cool with that. But yeah, when making videos like challenge videos, ranking videos, etc., it's just blocks after blocks after blocks. It's actually a pain in the ass, but yeah, I guess gotta live with it, I guess.
Of course, yeah.
But the thing is, like, what sort of content you're trying to make, it doesn't resonate with the fans when you, like, mute or change it out, you know what I mean? Like, okay, I have an original intention, like, okay, this is my original intention, what I wanted to make, but then copyright hits you and you're like, oh, fuck, I had to change this. Then you get hit by a lot more and you're like, oh, half of the video is muted, what am I supposed to do now? I think that's, like,
I mean... Oh yeah, for sure. It's very frustrating.
Yeah. right, so let's get back to the questions. So you said that you started off like as a gaming channel, and how Erika inspired you to, start YouTube. So if you never made that anime video, what would you think your channel would have been now?
If I had never made the Tokyo Ghoul, or if I just never made an anime video?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of hard. I feel like eventually I would have made something anime inspired, of course, but like if it's like not like an anime reaction, that's kind of hard. I feel like I would still be. Actually, no. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it real. I probably would have quit by then. I probably would have quit.
Yeah.
Because there was a moment in literally my first year of doing YouTube, and some of the people watching right now, they know this, man. They call it the dark ages, right? Basically, I was doing YouTube, right? And then I was doing college, like this. Like I started YouTube when I turned 18. And I'm almost 21 right now.
Yeah.
And what's it called? Like I was doing good. I was steadily growing, JoJo reactions and whatnot, and whatever else I was making. And then suddenly, I didn't tell anybody this. I just went ghost. But that was just because in my real life, I was kind of like at an ultimatum right now, because literally when I was at college, I would always think about YouTube. Like in my classes where I'm supposed to listen to the lecture, I would literally be like on my MacBook writing down ideas for when I get home, and like, what am I going to record? What am I going to say and whatnot? Like my mind was just 100% with YouTube, and like it started to really reflect in my grades. And like I've never had grades like this bad before. Like I was like I'm talking like C's and D's, and like this is like my first year of college, and I'm just like, Jesus, trying to juggle. Like I could see like maybe juggling like a sustainable YouTube channel where like you already have like an established fan base, but trying to gather a fan base and like really trying to get out there while trying to also deal with like college, like I said, my first year, like I've never experienced this, like having that freedom and whatnot, just having to juggle that, extremely difficult, dude. Like it's so extremely difficult, and I respect anybody that's able to work and go to college and also have time to socialize and whatnot, because I legitimately just I couldn't do it. So I either had the choice, I either quit YouTube, just stop it, while I was early in my first year of doing it, or I basically put all my cards down and just double down on doing YouTube. And I'm one of the lucky ones where my parents were extremely understanding with me, because like even my mom, she is really strict. Well, I say strict with asterisk quotations. She's really strict about me getting good grades. She just wants me to be successful in life. It doesn't matter as long as I'm happy. And this was the first time where like I've seen her like she actually sees that like I look miserable going to college, dude. Like it started to snowball where like I'd miss one day and I missed 3 days in a row. Then I just missed the week. Then I just stopped going. And then it got to the point where I'm just like, yeah, mom, like I honestly just like I just do not want to go. And like the only thing right now that like I really want to focus on, and like I was the type of dude growing up where I would request to go in different fields. Like I would be like, yo, I want to play football, I want to play soccer, I want to join this club and join that. But like I would never go through with it. I would always quit. Like I would always be like, a couple weeks in, I'm like, this isn't for me. But YouTube, I found that spark that I've never had, that like I legitimately wanted to try like hard doing it. Like it's one of the first things in my life where like I actually saw it, and it literally just gave me the drive. Like I want to put the work in. I want this to succeed. And I just felt that if I let that go again, then I feel like I'd be miserable. And honestly, like ever since I started YouTube, even though it's had its ups and downs and whatnot, I definitely feel like I have no regrets dropping out of college at all in my first year. Like I know like some people meme on that, like college dropout and whatnot, but like, dude, I'm telling you, dude, like I've gotten like a million times happier not having that extra weight on my shoulders. And I'm very blessed to have understanding parents that understand where I'm coming from with that. and able to support me in my endeavors. But yeah, that's basically. But I feel like, but going back to the question,
Yeah.
I do feel that if I would have never made an anime video, I feel like I would have never gained that traction that I needed that would have pushed me to choose YouTube over college. Like if I had that choice and I was sitting at like 10 subscribers getting like 5 views a video, I probably would have quit.
Yeah. So you said that you've been doing YouTube since college, right? Like I've been doing YouTube like when I was like 9th grade, 10th grade, I guess. Now I'm like a graduate. I mean, I'm going to graduate. I'm college soon. But yeah, I think I started around late 9th grade, 10th grade. So yeah, I just made that one video. Then had to move to a hostel here in India. Had to move and stuff, you know. So yeah, the place that I stayed, there were no laptops, no mobiles, couldn't do anything. So I was like out of YouTube for guessing year, I think, year or more. I guess, yeah. Took a while, then came back, made another video, then went back. It was like a come and go situation. But yeah, then I started to find stability, I guess, when the lockdown happened. Like that was when I started to find a lot more free time, and I wouldn't pay attention in class either way because it's online and nobody really cares whatever they say. Anyways, I just record my classes with the OBS and just go sleep or edit.
That's actually really smart. Dang, that's actually like 10,000 IQ right there. Okay.
Yeah, I just record my classes and just go to sleep. And after classes, I would be either watching anime or playing something or actually editing videos. So I think that was when I was starting to think like, damn, probably I might have something with this YouTube channel, you know. Probably put some work into it, you know, edit some videos and such. And that was when I actually found out that I fucking enjoy editing, because as like you, I didn't have like a sort of, I wanted like the drive, you know, to do something. So basically until 9th grade and such, I was like, man, you know, let the flow take me somewhere. I'm just gonna do something, you know, like go with the flow sort of attitude. But after I started editing my first video, I was like, you know what? I kind of like editing. Probably I should do something editing related in the future. You know, like more than video, YouTube, and probably as a profession if possible in the future. But I told my parents saw my video. Funny enough, that was actually an awkward conversation, because my sister came from like India to stay with us, and we were eating dinner, and she was like, dude, did you show the video to your parents? And I'm like, what? Why are you saying this right now? And they were like, video? What video? And I was like, Mom, I just made a video on YouTube. And I showed them the video, and they were like, my sister was pretty supportive of me editing and such, and she was like, he can actually do something really good with it. And my parents were like, alright, fine, okay, you can edit videos, you can have a YouTube channel, you know, get some views, be successful, good luck you. And yeah, they were pretty supportive of it. And whenever I edit and such, whenever I stay up on the laptop also for like 5 hours, 6 hours, they're like, he's playing some video game, get off of it, you're playing too much or something like that. But now they're like, okay, they're understanding, they're like, you know, they know that if I'm spending like 12, 14 hours on the laptop, they know that I'm just editing or something, so they will be like, alright, fine, you know.
Yeah, put the work in, dude.
Yeah.
What you gotta do.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, so yeah, around lockdown was when I found like, you know, the drive to edit videos and, you know, to post more videos. But then around December, I had to stop because exams was coming close. I had to focus on my exams and such. So I like posted like one last video, then left YouTube for a while. And then 3 months later, I was gonna come back until my laptop decided to, you know, break its GPU and I gotta wait for a new one now. Yeah, so yeah, it's still on hiatus, but I got the podcast, so I guess that's a good thing. Oh man. Yeah, the podcast was also a thing. So if you guys don't know the origin story of the podcast, so me and Nick Sally isn't here right now. Nick runs his own podcast. So he was talking about it in another server that we were in, and I asked him, one day I just DM'd him, you know, like, what if we start our own podcast, you know, calling in YouTubers or popular people, we talk to them and such. And the first question he asked me was, how the heck are you going to contact these people? I just said, YOLO. I'm just gonna DM a lot of people.
You just gotta shoot. Yeah, you just gotta DM.
Yeah, I'm just gonna DM a lot of people. So I just first I hit up a dude that I knew. My challenge videos he used to react to it, called Taylor Made Otaku. He's a reaction YouTuber. He reacts to challenge videos, and now he's more gaming and such. So I hit him up, and he was like, "All right, fine, we're good." First episode we released it, and it did pretty well. Second episode with a Vocaloid essay YouTuber, Ubuntu Master. He was. I hit him up, and he was like, "All right, chill, we can do it." Did that. Then the next episode, I had him and another Vocaloid YouTuber, Minami. She's pretty popular. It's like one of the most popular Vocaloid YouTubers out there at the moment. So had her in that episode. That episode blew up. Then before that episode, I messaged this Vocaloid cover YouTuber called Reichi, Splendifer Reichi.
Okay.
So I honestly I didn't expect her to reply. 1 week later, I got a reply, and she said that, all right, I can come to your podcast. And
yeah, that's why, like, you know, never be afraid to promote yourself. You know, promote yourself like that.
I was like, holy shit, okay, this podcast is going somewhere. Yeah, then I had to take the hiatus. Then brought in 2 YouTubers who do fan subs, and we talked about stuff. Then now here we are. Funny thing is about DMing you was I actually DM'd you on my Twitter account before, like I think a month ago or so. I didn't get any replies, so I made the podcast account, and I was like, no, let's try DMing Ivory again. Right? If we get him again, I mean, if he replies, okay, fine. So I DM'd you on the and then a week later you gave me a reply.
I'm not gonna lie, it's like what's it called? When it comes to okay, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm very hesitant sometimes to accept, I guess, like any sort of like. Well, one thing. Okay, I gotta say this. One thing, I've always wanted to be on a podcast. Like I want to make my own podcast. Maybe eventually, sometime in the future. I've always wanted to be on some type of podcast, answering questions, just talking, all that. Yeah. But the thing is, so when I saw that, I was kind of like, okay, I actually want to do this. The other message that you sent me, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I either forgot. I feel like I either forgot, or I didn't even read it or see it, because I get so many people sometimes that message me, and this is why I'm really hesitant sometimes to do any sort of collaborations with other creators. Because when I was starting out, legitimately, there were people that would just hit me up. They'd be like, "Yo, Ivory, man, you know, you wanna come on for my 50 sub special, for my 100 sub special?" And I'm just like, do I know you? It's just like I feel like, I don't know, like to me it's a little obviously, you know, you can take this a lot of ways, but it's like, I don't mind people shooting their shot at me, but like, for me to collab with somebody, I feel like there has to be some type of chemistry. There has to be some type of bond, even if it's a small one already built up. Yeah. Like, I can't just collab with somebody I don't know anything about you, I've never heard about you, I've never seen a single video from you. But like, if you come to me, you're like, Ivory, you know, I really like this video that you put out, bro. And I'm like, I'll reply. I usually reply to everyone that, you know, compliments me or just engages in any type of normal conversation. Like, oh, I'll be like, yeah, you know, thank you, bro. You know, I really appreciate the support. And, you know, from then, if they want to be like, yeah, dude, I do
you know, this and that. You know, I do, you know, anime content as well. And I'll be like, all right, cool. And then maybe, you know, they want to say like, oh, if you have time, you want to check this out. And then that's already there. That's the foundation established.
Yeah.
Because then, you know, I might give it a try and I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool. And then from then you can, you know, slowly work towards that. Hey, you want a collab piece.
Yeah.
It's just that I feel like when people hit you up to do any sort of collaboration, I feel like it's only for their own benefit. Like I've had so many people that message me for a collab and like I say like, you know, not right now, dude, and then I just don't get a reply back, or they just unfollow me or something like that. You know, it's just like that's why, dude. Like that's all. But yeah, so like I'm really picky when it comes to I guess who I choose to give my time to and whatnot. But yeah, like I said, I'm happy to be on this podcast though. I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, thank God I made that podcast. Okay. Well, that became useful for once.
Yeah.
All right.
No, even if it wasn't the podcast account, like if you DM'd me again and it would have showed up, I probably would have accepted it. I just honestly, I probably a month ago, I was what was I making? I was like making like Attack on Titan, Jujutsu, and I was just making videos on top of videos and juggling a lot of stuff. So yeah, it was probably just a busy time.
Probably. Wait, let me actually check that real quick. That was back in February. Holy shit, that was a long time ago.
Oh yeah, that was just hectic.
Yeah.
That was when I was gaining like a massive boost of like subscribers and stuff like that. So.
Oh yeah, that was the first time I actually started.
That was like when
your stuff. Yeah, I remember. I remember that. That was when I started to like watch your stuff. Like it popped up on my recommendations. I think it was AOT. Was it AOT? Yeah, it was AOT.
It's probably AOT.
Yeah, I was watching AOT and the reaction popped up, and I'm like, I saw the thumbnail and I was like, okay, this thumbnail looks really neat. I hope he has good reactions, because I've been watching a lot of reaction videos at that time, like 2020, 2021. And I've seen like people that actually do it very well. Like there are some people who would just react and just become a hype beast. You know, oh my god, holy shit! And you know, it's the normal. You know, you see it a lot. Like
I personally, this is coming from someone that does reactions and whatnot.
Yeah.
If you click on a reaction video,
yeah,
and you are upset when the person is getting excited, there's something wrong with you. I would rather see someone overreact than not say shit.
Yeah, that's understandable.
That's just me. I don't understand why people get mad when they'll be like, I don't get comments when I was like people watching right now, they know, like, because I used to like complain, like I used to get comments on the daily talking about JoJo. Okay. But the thing is, I've definitely chilled out a lot more. Definitely, if I go back to some of my older videos, I definitely can see how people can interpret that. Like, oh man, he's faking, you know, reactions and whatnot and all that. I can definitely see that, because I feel like during that time I was still wearing my influencers on my sleeve. You know, Etika, he's known for being hype. Yeah. You know, just getting that adrenaline pumping, and like I feel like I was trying to kind of replicate that same charm, but I was still myself, so technically I wasn't faking it. I might have been like just being more energized, you know, and whatnot.
Yeah.
But the thing is, now I feel like I'm way more chill now when I react. Sure, I still get hype.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't get why people say I'm faking it, because in my opinion, I feel like it takes more energy and more effort to fake something. I wouldn't spend 3 to 4 hours of my day trying to record and edit a video if I didn't care about it, you know?
Yeah.
There's okay, like when people say I fake stuff, it's kind of strange, because in reality, I haven't reacted to a lot of anime on the channel. Yeah. Like and this is not me, you know, flexing or whatnot, or trying to toot my own horn, but I do believe that like I'm one of the more popular anime reactors that have come up recently. And the thing is, I haven't even reacted to every anime. Like there are channels out there that have literally reacted to all 500 episodes of Naruto, all 900 plus episodes of One Piece, Hunter x Hunter, fucking anything. Like, they just have thousands of videos.
Yeah.
But me, I can probably count on both my hands how many anime I've reacted to. That goes to show that, like, if I don't, like, I get so many recommendations on day, like, I've reacted to this, I've redo this. I just don't do it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like at the end of the, I would do the anime a disservice because I'm just not that invested right now to get into it, you know?
Yeah. I feel
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people want their content creator to understand the show more than, you know, just hype over it and yell over it like 5 minutes. But that doesn't mean that it's a bad thing, of course. Like with you, a lot of other content creators that I watched, I never find, you know, you talking over it or being hyped over it is a bad thing. But I feel like there are few people, especially after the whole, you know, Suzy Lewis incident back in 2020, I feel like a lot of reaction content started to get a lot more hate because it was late.
I feel like reaction content, not even just doing anime reactions, has always been kind of a taboo. But
yeah,
what people don't know is that literally almost everything nowadays is a reaction. PewDiePie, Markiplier, KSI, all these people with hundreds and 20 millions of subscribers, what did they all do? They react to their Reddit and it gets views. I literally can go on KSI or PewDiePie's channel. Their past 10 videos are probably a reaction.
Yeah.
It's like the tables have turned almost.
Yeah.
It's like reacting to videos is a meta. That's why I tell people, like, dude, when they say like, oh, reactions are, oh, it's lazy, man, you know, it's easy content. Do I want it to be hard? I don't think the creator wants to make a hard video, dude. If that's what I'm like, if it can get, if it's easy to make and I know how to do it, why wouldn't you do it?
True.
Why wouldn't you do it?
True. I feel
it's like, go ahead. No.
It's like people want to say it's easy. People think that it's very easy to do, but it's actually pretty hard because, like, reaction content, you have to have like the attention span for like what, half an hour, 1 hour. Probably you'll be pausing, like you have to pause a lot, so it might take an hour. Or how long does it take for you to record a reaction video actually?
Oh, well, a normal episode, I mean, now that I know how to do it very efficiently, it definitely, it takes me like the length of the, well, it depends. Something like Attack on Titan, that could do like an hour recording, because like I'll pause and like literally give my thoughts over it. But like obviously I'll cut stuff out, so it might not seem like an hour.
Yeah.
But going back to like when saying like reaction, saying like reaction videos are, I actually would say like reaction videos are easy, normal reaction videos. Nothing that has to do with like anime or copyright. Normal reaction videos are extremely easy to make.
Yeah.
And I would tell anybody that wants to get jump started or whatnot, or wants to, because one thing reaction videos are good for is it showcases your personality. It showcases your humor and how you react to stuff. Most Twitch streamers I watch nowadays, I don't even watch them play games. They're just watching like YouTube videos.
Yep.
And like, that's literally like the best content, because it feels like you're watching along with them. That's what I feel reactions do. It's like that's one thing that like I feel like you can argue like, you know, why would you watch someone watch another video? That's like the same thing as saying like, you know, back in the day, like parents and whatnot, when they watch like YouTubers play games, when you know, like when walkthroughs were like blowing up, like why would you know, watch someone play a game when you can just play it yourself? It's more so like that sense of like they're really there with you, you know, like we're actually experiencing this together, like you, the creator, and like all the thousands of people in the chat and whatnot.
Yeah. Or,
you know, the thousands of people watching the video or in the comments. So like, I feel like reacting to stuff nowadays, it's the meta. It's like, it's what you have to do if you want to, you know, or I guess it's what you should do, I should say, if you want to, you know, get a stable audience and really showcase your personality and whatnot.
I feel like in the anime sphere as well now, like in the anime YouTuber sphere as well, I don't feel like there's more reaction YouTubers than other anime content. Like AMVs died down a long time ago. It's not back in the day. There used to be like search an anime, you might get 7 or 8 AMVs and such. They died down a lot. Essay YouTubers, well, they're like there's Giguk, there's Anime Man, then there's not actually a lot of people that I enjoy watching, but there are some really good people that are actually coming up right now. I want to shout them out, but I don't remember their actual channels, so really sorry about that. But there are like some people with some really good editing or really good thoughts. And
go ahead. You continue.
You go ahead.
I would say like you were talking about like Giguk and Joey and whatnot. I definitely feel like, and if I include Connor in there, if I include all the trash days, I definitely would say that Connor and Joey, I definitely feel like they've kind of drifted away from the Anitube. I feel like Connor definitely just said fuck anime. He's doing all that lifestyle stuff in Japan, which people just love, dude. Yeah. And Joey, he does manga stuff occasionally, but he's doing vlog stuff. I feel like Giguk though, he still is doing his thing with the anime sphere, and that's, I mean, I remember Joey or somebody specifically saying this. I know like Joey, like I think he hates reaction channels or whatnot and whatnot, and I feel like doing reactions, a lot of people, if like I guess like in the anime community or whatnot, Anitube, they don't really consider you a part of that. Yeah. Because you're reacting. And like I've never understood this, because in my opinion, I think that because like if I would classify Anitube as something, it's like it's literally just Giga clones. If I were to be like very blunt with it, it's literally just a bunch of people. I'm not calling anyone out here. I'm being respectful right now. It's basically a bunch of people that are doing chapter reviews and whatnot, or like green screen edits. Just getting clips from animes and whatnot, put them together. Making their own jokes over it and whatnot. It's literally just like a Giguk video. Yep. And whatnot. And they just that's Anitube right there. That is Anitube. It's like they think that if you're not making this aesthetically pleasing, highly edited video, you don't belong here. In my opinion, I feel like my reaction video is literally almost in the same realm as that. I'm just doing it in a different way. Yeah. Like if you do a episode review on My Hero Academia season 5 episode 11, and you're talking about it, you're showing still clips, and you're having all these cool edits and whatnot, that's dope. The thing is, I have a thing where I watch the episode along with you guys. We're watching the same thing, but I do feel like I give a little bit more substance to what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not just sitting there and every time Deku punches something, like, even though I do get hype, I do usually give, substance. I'm like, okay, why is he doing this? Why is he doing that? Explaining this plot line and whatnot. That's why, like, I feel like so many people liked my AOT videos, because I feel like I'm almost like a hybrid. Yeah. Right? And I gotta say this, because I feel like people might take this the wrong way. Like, I'm calling Anitubers out that make, these Giguk style videos and whatnot. I'm not doing that. I'm friends with plenty of people that do stuff like that. So, like, I'm not trying to call anyone out or whatnot. And that's just what I'm saying. Basically, is that I believe that I'm doing the same thing that they're doing, just in a different way. I'm just being a little bit more expressive and whatnot, face cam and stuff like that. Yeah. And we're just watching it together, getting hyped. And I kind of blend the two genres together. Yeah. And whatnot. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Also, you've been streaming as well on Twitch as well. You, Alonsi, a lot of people. I haven't I haven't streamed in like 3 months. E3, I'm gonna stream though. I'm gonna start back streaming.
All right, boys, you heard it. All right, boys, he's coming back. He's coming back.
Promise, yeah.
All right, so there was this one point that everyone started to move to Twitch, like reaction YouTubers, like you, Alonsi, Neil. A lot of people started to move to Twitch and start to react on Twitch. So
well, actually, I didn't even start reacting on Twitch. Like most of my, I was playing games on Twitch. That's what I would do.
No.
I feel like when Jujutsu, the only reason I started reacting on Twitch is because, or I guess I did some reactions on Twitch, was simply because at the time, when I was reacting to Jujutsu Kaisen, Toho, which is like the licensors for Jujutsu and whatnot, they just decided to, come at me. They put a bounty on my head, I feel like. They still had the bounty on my head because they're blocking some My Hero Academia videos, which is frustrating. I started getting blocked. And I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Why is Toho blocking my JJK videos and whatnot? So it was like, first it was 1 video, then it was 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. And eventually, the whole first half of the series, it's gone, it's blocked. So after that, I was pretty unmotivated. I was like, damn, I might have to drop this, I might have to just drop this series because they just keep getting blocked, and I don't want I don't want to spend time out of my day to put the work in when the company just doesn't know what fair use is and whatnot. So that's when I kind of got the idea, because I like I said, you there's other reaction YouTubers or reaction people that go to Twitch and decide to do their reactions on Twitch and then move to YouTube and then make the video on YouTube. So I decided, okay, maybe that is a lane that I could do, and then I started doing that, and that's when I noticed, okay, Toho, they kind of laid off me a little bit, after I started doing that for a while.
Yeah.
And then I stopped streaming the reactions on Twitch.
Yeah.
And I returned to just making them like an actual YouTube video, whatnot. But, I think I don't remember how many, I think I have like 8,000 some followers on Twitch or whatever, but like, mostly I got that from playing games, like, Persona 5 Royal when that came out.
Yeah.
Literally one of my most popular streaming experiences of all time. Like, that was when I was on top of streaming. Like, I would stream literally 8 to 10 hours every day.
Yeah.
It was crazy. And then we played Minecraft and stuff. It was a bunch of Twitch for me was the place where I went when I didn't want to talk about anime stuff or I didn't want to do anime content. But definitely I can see myself doing maybe special reactions on Twitch or whatnot for Twitch only and stuff like that. But yeah, I kind of just wanted to clarify that.
All right.
Whatnot.
It's okay. Probably you could do those copyright heavy animes on Twitch, probably, if possible,
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So, what was I gonna ask again? All right, so I was gonna ask whether, okay, so if someone wants to do reaction videos in the future, would they want to do it on YouTube? Would they want to keep doing it on YouTube or move to Twitch? Would they want to start off on YouTube then go to Twitch, or start off on Twitch and just do it there? What do you think?
Never, ever start anything on Twitch. You will quit.
Yeah.
Twitch has the shittiest discovery known to man. You will be stuck at 0 viewers for months, because how Twitch works is that they do not care about the smaller streamer. Like, YouTube has an algorithm to it, whereas if you make a video about a subject and you have keywords like tags, titles, and a good thumbnail, YouTube will promote that.
Yeah.
And people will click on it. Twitch though, if you're just streaming, fucking Sasuke fan 69 is streaming him playing some shit and he has 0 viewers, guess where you're gonna be? At the bottom of the directory. You're gonna literally, someone a normal person, you know, an average viewer that's like, hey man, I want to see what's on Twitch, and you open Twitch up, guess who's going to be at the top? Whoever has 50,000 plus viewers right now. That's who Twitch is going to recommend to you. Unless you scroll down, in whatever category they're streaming at, you know, they scroll down all the way to the bottom where you're located at, they're not going to find you. I would definitely say, if you want to start doing reaction videos, make them on YouTube, gain some type of following. You know, that's for you to decide whether you feel like people would follow you over to a different platform. For me, I kind of had a little bit of a back and forth between streaming on Twitch or streaming on YouTube or not. You can stream on YouTube if you want to too. Like if you don't really care about Twitch culture like that, you can definitely stream on YouTube. I like streaming on Twitch though, because like I like the culture, you know, like the emotes and like, you know, the slang and the words like that. I love that stuff, you know, so I like streaming on Twitch, even though I do believe that I would get way more viewers if I streamed on YouTube, but like I just love streaming on Twitch. You know, find out, you know, whether like, wherever you feel like you have like a sustainable amount of audience, then sure, maybe you can incorporate like, oh guys, I'm about to be live on Twitch, you know, watching Demon Slayer or something like that, and then Demon Slayer fans will probably want to go see that, and then that's when, you know, it happens. And then you do that.
So now recently you started to, you know, I think you finished and caught up to solo leveling, I think.
Oh no! I am not. I am not caught up at all to that.
I'm sorry, I'm not caught up to your content. My bad, man. I'm so busy.
No. It's good.
All right, so I mean, you even have a solo leveling profile pic right now. So, okay, so do you think? Okay, this is gonna sound a bit weird, so I better ask this properly. So, would you read like more manhwas and you know, stuff in the future other than mangas?
Probably. Like I said, my journey into into reading, you know, has been very slow. You know, I recently finished Record of Ragnarok, which there's an anime coming out in this month. I'm super excited to see how that turns out. And I read Goodnight Punpun and whatnot, and now I'm reading Solo Leveling. It's like, I'm the type of person, I'm not gonna like, I don't know how some people are able to just read all day, like chapters and volumes and stuff. Like for me, it took me a while to finish, like, you know, something like Goodnight Punpun, which is like almost like 100 chapters or something like that, right? It took me a while to finish that. And Solo Leveling, I only read like a handful of chapters per video. It's just because like I literally can't sit down and read for like 8 hours. I just can't do that. Like I'll just like I gotta move. I gotta do something and stuff like that. But definitely, I do feel that I wouldn't be against, you know, trying out other manhwa. I've already gotten recommended plenty of other manhwa, you know, to try out. So definitely, I'm probably gonna go see what's up with that.
Yeah. Honestly, funny enough, my first manga that I ever read was Attack on Titan back during season 1, when season 1 ended and season 2, wait, everyone knows that one. So I got spoiled on YouTube. Some stupid.
Oh, that is rough.
So some stupid video popped up of and I'm spoiling that. So yeah, Season 2 stuff, you know, the whole epic background music fight, you know, that fight, Titan fight. If you know, I mean, if you watch the series, you know what I'm talking about. Season 2. So that got spoiled. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, might as well read the manga. So went up, caught up to, I think I read up to, you know, the season 3 stuff, I think. Season 3 part 2 stuff. I was caught up to then didn't read it for a year until season 3 part 1 was done. So I had to wait for part 2. I was like, you know what, I'm bored, I'm gonna read the rest of the manga. And I had read the manga again, and I think it was around season 4 Yeah, it was around the season 4 stuff. I was like, am I gonna get hyped watching the anime now? Which I did get hyped, of course. And yeah, I mean, now I finished the manga. Enjoyed it so much. It was a fucking good read. But yeah, other than Attack on Titan, what I wanted to read more stuff. When I finished this one slice of life anime called Tonari no Kaibutsu-kun, My Little Monster, they didn't release a season 2, so I was like, let's read the manga. I read like I read like 30 chapters and then I just forgot about it.
I'm the type of guy that, like, if I've if I've watched an anime, I legitimately cannot read. Well, I shouldn't say that. I feel weird if I would transition to anime to manga. Like, for example, I remember when part 5 finished, I get messages on the daily. Ivory, are you gonna read part 6 in the manga? And I'm just like, I'm not gonna do that. And I've gotten tempted before by the devil in the past to transition to reading the JoJo manga. I have not succumbed, but you know, it's kind of like I don't know, like I feel like I kind of, you know, got introduced to that medium, or I guess I got introduced to that content through the medium of anime.
Yep.
And for me to transition to a manga, I feel like I would lose some of that, some of the things that like I liked. Like, I wouldn't hear the soundtrack anymore. I wouldn't hear the voice actors that I liked. I wouldn't hear, you know, emotion behind anything. Because in my head, it would be hard. It's very hard for me to get emotional over words that have that. Because to me, I can't give a voice to somebody and make it emotional, in my opinion. Like, if I'm reading something, I'll read it in my voice. You know, I can't read it in, you know, Aaron Yeager's voice and whatnot and make it sound epic as hell, right? Like, I'll read it in my voice. So it's just, if I watch it in the anime, I'd have to stick with the anime. That's kind of like a sworn rule for me.
All right, so yeah, when I finished like reading Tonari no Kaibutsu-kun, so I was like, you know what? Let's give. I think I was around. Alright, okay. I'm gonna get memed for this, but yeah. I used to watch SAO. And
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get memed by the people here for sure. I'm already.
I gotta keep it real, dude.
Yeah.
The whole SAO, that shit is like old, bro. That's like, dude, if you're making SAO jokes, no, okay. Okay, I shouldn't, that's pretty hypocritical. I still make SAO jokes and memes,
yeah.
But like, if you're legitimately making a YouTube video on why SAO sucks in 2021, you just need to quit, dude. Like, you just need to quit. You just need to stop. You're trying so hard to start, like, you're beating a dead horse into the ground, dude. Like, you know how many SAO hate videos are there probably on YouTube? Hundreds.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. I actually, now I'm looking in general and everyone's just beating us right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we should have expected this, but yeah. I mean, yeah, exploding the videos. I never actually gave a fuck about the hate videos, actually. But yeah, I still have watched it because I personally enjoyed it. But yeah, it was bad at some parts. Some writing were horrible. And I mean, there were still parts that I enjoyed. So when I was done with the War of Underworld Part 2, I thought, you know, let's go read the light novel. So I went ahead and read the light novel. It was actually way better than the anime. Trust me. Like,
okay.
Like in terms of detail, skipped content, blah blah blah. Yeah, it was actually. Oh damn! I'm gonna close general right now. Everyone's memeing the hell out of here.
All right.
All right.
What's it called? I mean, SAO. I definitely can't say that like I wasn't somewhat entertained through it. I just remember season 1 being kind of like a, and in season 2 when I watched that, I was like, I have to quit. That was like season 2 was like
whack.
throwing just dirt in my face.
Yeah.
But like, and my face was already like dirty as fuck too. Like that's like me. That's like me, like trudging through the a mud-filled mountain to hopefully get to like some good shit. And then at the top, it's just more mud. It's just even more mud. And then that's when I stopped. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, for my defense, actually, I started watching SAO when I started anime, so I was like, you know, cheap harm shit might be fun to watch. It was during my bad phase I started watching SAO, so yeah, it was during my bad, awful taste part. But yeah, I read the light novels, and oh my god, it was like miles better. So like, that was when I started to find out that light novels are actually fun to read. Like, SAO light novel was really good. It was a really good read. And when I started to compare them with like light novel animes, this is where I noticed something. Like, light novel animes tend to not get, I mean, good adaptations, because there's a lot of information, there's a lot of content on light novels. So because of that, and because of the limitations, like you get only like, okay, with a light novel you have like 8 hours or 10 hours worth of content on like 1-2 chapters, and you had to, you know, make an episode out of that, and you would only get like 20-22 minutes of it. And you have to like make every episode, you had to animate it and such. That's where like skip content and some scenes doesn't make sense, something like that happens. So like, if you guys you know, feel like, okay, you watched a light novel anime, a light novel getting an anime adaptation, and the anime not doing well, do give light novels a shot, because okay, you guys might not reading books, but honestly, light novels are actually pretty good, like in terms of world building, characters, and in terms of content, because there's a lot more content on light novels than what most animes can do. But yeah, even with mangas as well, mangas like, if you think that the anime doesn't do a good job of it, and if you think like, okay, this anime had potential, give either a manga or the light novel a shot, because I feel like a lot of the times they can do a lot better than what their adaptations can do. So yeah, holy shit, the fucking memes.
I mean, like, one of my favorite animes, Re:Zero, is from a light novel, and I actually did order the first, I don't know if it's like a volume, or the first book, basically, right? I mean, I read it, and like, I definitely can see how it does give I guess a viewer a little bit more in-depth,
more depth,
you know, more in-depth information about certain characters and whatnot. But personally,
but you would not be feeling it because you already watched the anime, and then when you know, transition to light novels, it would be like watching anime by being muted. Or
yeah, I mean, definitely light novels is even a bigger stretch, because at that point I can't even see Subaru or Emilia or whoever is talking. I read the words that, you know, they are talking and what they're saying. It definitely would be an even bigger stretch for me to go there, but that doesn't mean I don't respect anyone that does, you know, like light novels or manga and whatnot. Like, whatever. Obviously, I'm not saying that the way that I do it is the best, but at the end of the day, dude, just whatever works for you, go for it. And then, like I said, like, I like anime stuff. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, I didn't even know it. You know, when I first started anime, I didn't even know anime came from a source material. I thought people just made that shit.
Yeah,
I thought they just made that shit, dude. Like, I didn't even know, like, there's a book of this. Like, I remember when someone told me there's Dragon Ball Z had a book. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep. That was me. That was me.
Yeah, I'm like, I didn't even know.
That was me when I knew that Pokemon had a manga, and I'm like, what? No way.
I was like, yo, that's crazy. But like, yeah, if they like reading it, you know, instead of watching it, it's totally fine. You know?
Funny thing about that, actually, I got into anime thanks to my sister. So yeah, she used to read manga, so I knew that. Okay, there's manga, there's anime. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I kind of knew that there was, you know, mangas, but I never read them. even now, I'm more of an anime guy than a manga guy, to be honest. Manga and light novels. Even though I tell people, you know, mangas are, I mean, I wouldn't say mangas are better, light novels are better. I'm just saying that, you know, there's a lot more content in it. But yeah, I'm more of an anime guy because I feel like animes are easier to watch, I guess. Because thing with mangas and light novels at times is that my attention span is as worse as a lifespan of you know, anything that lives for 5 days. That's how bad my attention span is. And with anime, it's like half an hour. Alright, fine. Okay, one episode is half an hour. If it has an if it has something engaging, then I'll binge the whole show if I want to. But with mangas, it's sometimes it's so slow. Definitely not calling out One Piece, by the way. So slow. I'd be like, I just all tab it and just go play some games or something. So yeah, I'm more of an anime.
Yeah, I mean, even though people say the One Piece manga is substantially better than the anime, I still did enjoy. I mean, I'm not caught up by any means, but I did get like, I think like 600 episodes deep, but I have no clue whenever I'm gonna start that again. That's taken on. I don't even know, dude. I don't even know if I'm able to return to One Piece, but definitely, dude.
All right.
I guess, you know, it's up to every person, each individual.
I mean, I'm more of a 12 episode guy than a 100 episode guy, to be honest. Like, if you check my anime list or anything, I just watch a lot more 12 episode animes or 24 episode animes than anything that's above that.
Yeah, I find that strange. I feel like, you know, like I have like plenty of friends that like or like try to get into anime recently and whatnot, and they actually find it weird. Like they literally like come to me because like they you know, they watch like Naruto and stuff like that, or Hunter x Hunter, like stuff that has like hundreds of episodes, and I'll tell them like, yo, you should watch, you know, this like 12 episode show, and they'll be like, how the hell are they gonna like fit this into 12 episodes? I'm like, dude, you will be surprised, dude. Like I'll watch some 12 episode show and I feel like I've been watching like 10 seasons already.
Yeah.
Of a certain show. That's what I'm saying.
Alright, so let's get to the next question, actually. Alright, so okay, in your opinion, right, what is the most underrated show that you have watched, and what is the most overrated show that you have watched thus far?
The most overrated show, dude, that's like, I mean, overrated, there's plenty of stuff that I honestly find overrated that people like a lot. One of them is it's gonna get me hate, the movie A Silent Voice. That shit is overrated as dude. Overrated as hell, dude. I watched that with my girl too, and my girl cried too. We went to see the Demon Slayer movie, and she was crying off of that.
Yeah.
And we watched JoJo together, and she was crying off of that. Silent Voice, nothing, bro. Nothing, dude. It's just I didn't even feel anything. And like I like stuff like that too. Like I shed some tears for Anohana. I've shed some tears for Clanad.
Yeah.
I've shed some tears even for Your Name. Silent Voice though, I don't see it. I didn't see the hype in it. I thought it was okay. But like, I mean, man, I don't know. Maybe it just didn't hit the right beats. Like another one, I remember, and this is a more recent one, everyone was going crazy for it, was the new anime To Your Eternity. Everyone's like, yo, first episode made me cry. I watched it. Bro, I didn't feel anything. It was beautiful, don't get me wrong. Like the setting and stuff like that. I'm not saying it's a bad anime by any means, but I just didn't feel anything towards that. Now, I'm not saying that's overrated. I'm just giving it a little bit of example that sometimes, you know, sometimes stuff doesn't hit certain beats with me, but Silent Voice is something that I think that I will die on that hill and actually say that, okay, I didn't actually feel anything towards that. But something that's underrated is a little hard because it's like, okay, what's underrated, you know, and whatnot. It's like, I mean, I'm trying to think of like an anime that's like, I guess like not a lot of people like or something like that.
See, that's hard, dude, because it's like
It's gonna be tough.
that's like extreme.
That's a really tough question. For me,
That's like
yeah.
okay, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'll say mine later.
No, because like I mean, like underrated could be like, yo, someone can think something like I don't know. Someone can think ReZero is underrated, right?
Yeah.
Even though it is popular, it's not. I would say it's definitely not like a more like mainstream series like My Hero Academia or like Attack on Titan or whatnot.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. I mean, I guess if that's a valid answer, I definitely would say like ReZero. I mean, dude, I think ReZero is like not even one of the best isekai, just like one of the best animes that I've seen, dude. Like that is like I've never been like that immersed into a show like that. Sometimes, man.
For me personally, okay, so I'm gonna actually differ from Ivory's opinion here because for the movie, because for Overrated, it's actually, for me personally, it's actually two animes that I watched that I consider overrated. It's actually Your Name and Anohana.
Nah, okay. I would agree with you partly. Even though Anohana, I definitely can say that like it's just one of those animes. I feel like that. You know, when you watch it for the first time, all right, that's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Maybe the second time it'll hit too. But if I watched it right now, I definitely I would not shed any tears at all.
It's not that I shed tears. It's the amount of bullshit that happens in the.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I agree with that. I'll agree with that.
It's the amount of bullshit that happens in until the last episode. See, Anohana does a lot of things good. For example, soundtrack. You know, that last few episodes and opening ending is fucking amazing. Still, I fucking love.
Oh yeah, of course.
Still listen to that. It's just fucking good. But the amount of you know, coincidence, like all these drama shows do that, but that is not a bad thing because honestly, for drama shows, if you want to watch something, you have to actually feel it. And if you are so fixated on, oh, this is bullshit, this shouldn't be happening, what is this coincidence BS, it doesn't work. But Anohana does that a lot. Like, she coincidentally met him, he coincidentally met her, blah blah blah. There's so much that happens that just makes you think like, what is this bullshit? Why? How is this man this fucking lucky? If he plays some gadget game, he would get like every goddamn 4-star in the game or something. That's how BS some of the shit was in Anohana. That doesn't mean that like Anohana is a horrible show. It's still good because I feel like if they made Anohana a movie, it would be a lot better than it was like a 12-episode series because the first few.
I think that too. Yeah.
Yeah, first few episodes, last few episodes are really good. Goddamn, this man.
I agree with that.
I'm reading comments there, and they're like, "The goddamn, this man slandering the show." I'm not saying it's horrible. It's not a bad show, but yeah, as I said, there's a lot of BS in the show. It's like it doesn't stick right with me. But even though I watched like Your Lie in April or something like that, even a lot of coincidental stuff happens in that show as well, but that doesn't mean that the show is bad because actually something like April does a lot better, you know, with the characters and you know, how each of them, you know, each of the chemistry between them and that sort of stuff works. Okay, so I said Your Name was bad. Your Name and Weathering with You, both of them are overrated for me because, see, Weathering with You, I had huge hype for the show, for the movie because I was like, damn, everybody is saying that this show is amazing. I gotta give it a shot. I went ahead and watched it, and all I honestly thought that it was just eye candy and good OST. Characters felt story was what the fuck, like that ending and everything just threw me off. I was like, all right, this felt like it was a waste of time, but not really because the animation was good. Your Name felt rushed, honestly, because there was a lot of parts in the show that could have been a lot better. Like, for example, how he drinks the thing and, you know, goes back to the past and stuff. If they actually spend time explaining giving us a little bit of hint of what was gonna happen, I think it would have done a way better job, I guess. And oh wait, I'm just reading the comments already. Holy shit! All right, so yeah, I feel like if they spend time explaining a bit, because the thing is, it's a movie and you don't get a lot of screen time to do that. But if they spend a little bit of time explaining it, for a little bit of exposition, anything, it would have been a lot better, I guess. It doesn't mean that it's a horrible show though, because the movie is still like a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 for me still, because I in my first watch I actually enjoyed that a lot, and the OST is just amazing. Animation, I mean, there's nothing to say about the animation, it's just god tier and stuff. So, for me, those two are like overrated. There's a lot more overrated shows out there, but I'm just gonna get hate for most of them because I'm not a huge shonen guy, honestly, but I do enjoy.
Oh, okay.
I do enjoy them, just that sometimes the fan base just cringe. It makes me cringe so hard sometimes. So yeah, doesn't mean that I hate the shows. I still enjoy a lot of them, like My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer. I still enjoy them. Just that sometimes the fan base just makes me cringe sometimes. But yeah, I mean, but I still stick by the fact that a show isn't defined by the fan base, because as long as you ignore the fan base, you just go through and enjoy the show. So yeah, I won't go as far as to call them overrated.
I agree with that.
Yeah, for me, underrated shows. Now it's gonna be a bit tough actually for me as well. But all right, let me think. There are actually two shows that I actually I can't call it recent. One show that I would say is criminally underrated is Katanagatari, which was a anime, which if you actually go check Analyst right now, go check 2011, and you can see that it's like the highest rated show of that year. But not a lot of people watched it, because it's it's like a 12 episode anime, but 40 minutes long per episode, so it's almost like watching a 24 episode anime. And in the West, it wasn't promoted a lot, so a lot of people. And this was back in 2011, before anime websites were blowing up, and Crunchyroll wasn't even a thing back then. So it didn't get a lot of promotion. So Katanagatari was a show that I didn't expect a lot from it, but it turned out to be a 10 out of 10, a fucking hidden gem, because the story is just fucking amazing. Characters are just brilliant. OST is just top notch, and it's the same studio. It's the same studio that animated Re:Zero. So, I mean, it's not it's not top tier animation, but it's actually pretty good. So, Katanagatari, and recently I watched a show called Shujo Kageki Revue Starlight, which was actually a huge surprise for me, because my friends told me that Shujo Kageki Revue Starlight was a game turned anime. Anime has different content, and it's going to be a fun watch. When I read the synopsis, it's like, what? The only vibe I got it from was like another stupid idol show. Like, we formed, then we break up, and then we got together again, and blah blah blah. I thought it was that. But I was actually taken aback from that show, because the OST for that anime was just god tier. I fucking enjoyed the OST. The story reminded me of Madoka Magic a lot. Like, that's another underrated show right there, Madoka Magic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Madoka Magic is like.
That is, I like that show a lot.
Yeah, it's like one of my favorite shows out there. So I got like Madoka vibes from it, and it's got amazing characters, and the insert songs that the anime had was, it said, see, the thing is, this is where like things like reading the lyrics and shit comes to play, because the songs in that anime, the lyrics says a lot about the character than the anime does it, because that songs are like the biggest part of the anime. So the songs like play a huge role in character development and knowing the character and stuff. And yeah, that fucking anime was top tier. Like, if you have the time to watch it, you know, like, give it a shot. Despite the synopsis, because honestly, from what I read, the synopsis was like, you know, like stage girls, you know, acting and stuff. So that's when I got the idol anime vibe to it. But when I watched it, it was just well, it was totally different from what I expected, and what I got was actually a hidden gem. So yeah, there's my 2 animes right there: Katana ga 3, Shujo Kageki Review Starlight. If you guys haven't watched it, give it a shot. Like, oh damn.
Yeah, definitely.
All right,
I'm solid.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, let's go check out the fans question. We'll see what shit they posted here. Oh god. Oh lord. All right, so wait, where's podcast questions again? All right. All right, so first question. All right, boys. So yeah, get ready for the fan questions. I hope you guys didn't ask any BS here, otherwise I'm gonna ignore it. All right, so first question from Joan Tutu. Thanks for the question, mate. How did it feel to gain so much success at such a rapid pace? That's the question.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so how did it feel to gain so much success at a rapid pace?
Yeah.
The thing is, I mean, I guess I could consider myself. I don't know. I definitely don't feel like it's like that fast. Like, it's not like I'm blowing up overnight, but like I definitely understand that there are some people back then. Like, I remember when I was starting YouTube out, and like I would survey like, oh, who else does, anime reactions and whatnot. And there's some people like where like I've passed them to this day, dude. And like it's kind of insane that like I was able to, I guess, accelerate my growth so much. To me, it's not like I feel any sense of I guess like superiority or whatnot. I don't necessarily feel anything, because I don't feel like I've made it yet, like I don't feel like I've reached my peak, or like like I definitely feel like there's higher to go. Like I definitely don't feel like I've actually like blown up at all. But I mean, yeah, I would just say, I mean, I just kind of just taking it easy. Like I remember when I got 100K, I wasn't even freaking out that much about it. I really wasn't. Like I got 100K, and like I remember telling myself, it was kind of like my long-term goal, like get 100K, get the silver plaque. And now that I have it, I understand what some YouTubers talk about when it's like you get that sense of complacency. It's like, all right, now what's the next step? That's all I could think of. It's like, all right, now it's time for 200K. Now it's time for the golden plaque. Now it's time for me to stream more and get Twitch partner. It was kind of like me just, I checked the list off. I didn't really celebrate as heavy as I thought I would back when I had 10 subscribers, So
yeah,
I guess it's just kind of saying a little bit.
All right, so next question from Frank. Thanks for the question, by the way. For both the host and Ivory. Oh, thank you, man. Thanks for the question. All right, so first question. Has your taste in anime or manga changed now that you're older?
Yes.
Yep, definitely.
100% yes. There's some animes that I watched when I was like 13 and 14 now, that if I watched today, I would think that they are just not good. One of them being Future Diary. I recently tried watching that again, and I was like, Jesus, I don't remember it being this bad.
Oh no, yeah, that was actually relatable, because Future Diary was something that I watched back when the yandere shit was so at its peak. Yeah, and at that time I actually really enjoyed it. It was like, okay, pretty good show. But now that I watch it again, like, oh, how did I watch this show? Like, it was just so bad, man. But yeah, back in the day, I felt like a lot of my taste was dependent on what was popular on and my anime lister, what was popular on YouTube and what had the most scores and stuff. I felt like that was me back in the day, but now I'm more, you know, okay, if this synopsis interests me, I might give it a shot. And okay, this one part of the anime interested me. For example, since I'm making challenge videos, I downloaded like what 100 plus anime openings on my and stuff. I just put it on my hard disk and I just not look at it. But when I'm editing videos and such, I just listen to a song and or look at the opening and I'm like, all right, this seems interesting. I'll just give it a look on Mal, and if it has a good score, then I would give it a shot. That was how I did back in the day. Now it was kind of the same, but I just read the synopsis rather than looking the score, because or read one or two reviews and see if it is a good show or a bad show, or if it's worth my time or such. But yeah, I mean, and I'm more, you know, willing to watch a show that like 5 out of 10 or 4 out of 10 back rather than back how I was back in the day, where I just watch shows that are top tier. Because without watching bad shows, I think you wouldn't understand what actually a bad show is. That's what I feel. Like, you need to have a measuring stick of how bad something is, because if you don't have that, then you wouldn't understand what really is bad. Like, there was one point where I would watch a lot of harem shows and, you know, the OP anime or protagonist shows. And when I started to watch that was when I understood, like, okay, this is how bad an anime can get. Alright, fine. Alright. I understand now. But yeah, for me, yeah, that's how it is right now. Like, I'm more reluctant to watch bad shows, but give them a shot, see if they actually get better. Because thing is, with stuff like my anime list scores or analyst scores, the biggest issue is that the scores do not reflect how good the show properly. For example, actually, there was a lot of shows in my mind, but I don't have an actual example. For example, okay, Attack on Titan season 4, for example. What was it, like 9 point something, right? Yeah. It got bombarded by. It was 9.14, if I remember, 9.17 or something. At one point, then
I just know that it was number 1 at one point.
It was number 1, and then the Fullmetal Alchemist fanbase came in and just gave it a lot of ones and put it back to second. That shows you, like, it's more of like a popularity contest rather than showing how the show is. Because I feel like a lot of the times it's just fan bases, bashing a show just because that they don't want their show to get overtaken or on the rankings or blah blah blah. But yeah, so that's why after when the Fullmetal Alchemist fan base started to do that was when I also started to realize that, like, okay, these scores are absolute BS now. I shouldn't take that as a factor to watch a show, but rather I should like read the synopsis and then probably give the anime a shot, see if people like it or not, and then yeah, that's how I do watch animes now. Alright, so second question. Wait, oh shit, where's the question? Alright, there we go. Second question, favorite genre of music?
Probably like rap or hip hop. Contrary to popular belief, yeah, dude, like, just because you watch anime doesn't mean you gotta listen to like anime open. Even though like I do be jamming to the anime openings and EDs, definitely like I definitely listen to a lot more like hip hop or like rap or something like that. That would be my favorite genre.
Yeah.
Music.
For me personally, I listen to a lot of music. Like, I don't have a specific,
Oh yeah, like I listen to a lot of music as well, but like my favorite would definitely be like
hip hop,
R&B, hip hop, rap.
For me,
anything in that genre.
For me personally, I don't have a specific genre because I listen to literally everything. Like, I could be listening to something like Metallica at one point, and then I could be listening to The Weeknd. That's how my taste is usually. Yeah, but yeah, it's kind of like I have phases with my taste. One.
Oh, definitely. I have that too.
Like I would be listening to every goddamn hard rock song for like 1 month. Then the next month it's just hip hop. Next month it would be something else. For me, when it comes to English songs and such. But yeah, I mean, hip hop. I had a big phase with that, like with Eminem, you know, J. Cole, Joyner Lucas, and a lot of artists like that. I used to listen to a lot of their songs. Then next month I would be listening to something like Metallica or Disturbed. What's their band name? I think Disturbed. I think I'm not usually good with band names. Sorry about that. Avenged Sevenfold.
It's not good.
Avenged Sevenfold or someone like that. So yeah. But with Japanese music, as long as anything slaps, I'll just listen to it on repeat. That's how I usually am. Like, I have like a 300 song playlist on my Spotify.
Yeah, that's usually how it is.
And I just listen to those few songs on repeat. I would just listen to it all the time. Until I get like sick of it. I'm like, 2 months later, I'll be like, oh damn, I can't listen to this anymore. Time to find my new song. And then that's how I would be listening to songs. But yeah, I'm more of as I said, I'm a multi-genre guy. I'm just jack of all trades, master of none, I guess.
That's I mean, that's a good trait to have. I mean, I know some people that only like a certain type of music, and if you play anything else, it's just like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
But it's good to have. Yeah. You know, dip your feet in different genres of music. 'Cause I feel like there's songs out there for everybody.
I felt like that. I used to be on the ranking anime community side. So what basically the anime ranking community side was basically people ranking anime songs and such. So
okay.
Yeah, there used to be a lot of. I mean, there's still a lot of YouTubers that does that. I used to do it a little bit, not a lot, but. I used to like when they would send me a list that I should rank, and I would be giving a lot of the songs like 8s, 7s, 9s, and a lot of 10s. So a lot of these people they started to see me do this, and they were like, "Dude, don't you hate any songs?" I'm like, "Why should I just go and purposefully bash a song? Like, what's the point in that?" Because I started to watch a lot of ranking videos done by other people, and I felt like a lot of people give like 0s, 1s, and 2s for songs they didn't like. I mean, there's nothing wrong in it, but when you start asking them stuff, they're like, "Oh, this artist is just shit. You listen to that artist? Bruh, you got shit taste, bruh." And as I said, I give a lot of shows like 10s and a lot of songs 10s, 9s, and 8s. One person called me tasteless because I listen to everything and I just say, "Oh, that song is good, that song is good." But I felt like I wouldn't say I don't know how to refute that, but if I do get the opportunity to refute it, I would just say, man, like, I just enjoy music. I just enjoy listening to music. I'm not a goddamn twat just shitting anime openings for like-dislike ratios. I guess that's all I gotta say to something like that. But yeah. All right. So next question. Where's podcast? All right. Podcast questions. Here we go. Next question from the last question from Frank, by the way. Guilty pleasure anime or manga?
Excuse me. Oh man, dude, like what does guilty pleasure mean, man? That's like like you feel bad, you feel bad watching it, but you still want to watch it, or it's like, or
I feel like it's
or what?
I feel like it's like a show that is bad according to the community, but you feel like it's good to watch. You would rewatch it again, something like that. Okay, I will give an example. All right. My guilty pleasure anime used to be High School DxD and Kiss Exes for a while. Don't call me.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like mine would be like almost the same. Like I would put like To Love or something like To Love Ru in there as well. If we're talking about like I feel like the only guilty pleasure animes I've watched are just like ecchi shits where it's just like, yeah, this is degenerate as hell, but like, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I finished Redo of Healer, so yeah, that's even worse. So yeah.
I couldn't even finish that. That was it lost its guilty pleasure factor to me. I felt like I was already just put on the list.
Yeah, I actually read the manga way before the anime came out. A lot of there was faced with this one Discord server that I was in. Everyone was like watching this, and everyone's calling it like this is next level shit. So I was like, you know what? People are watching, reading it. Might as well give it a read. And God, jeez, I just like if you watch the anime and you just thought that. People say, people just say that the anime is over the top. You have to read the manga because that shit is just it's just horrible. But along those lines, I think if I go to something like hentai or something, I actually watched all of Euphoria, so that's even worse. I read the visual novel for Euphoria and watched the watch the anime hentai too, and oh god, it's disgusting, absolutely disgusting. Like, god, it questioned my sanity a lot because it was a horrible show to watch, honestly.
Yeah, Euphoria is not something I want to venture in again.
People are asking for some of this Euphoria stream. People are asking for a Euphoria stream.
Yeah. It's not gonna happen.
You get banned by YouTube for that shit, man.
Oh, see, look, fucking Frank said Nagatoro. Yeah, I would agree that Nagatoro, people would probably put that into like a guilty pleasure anime.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
it's not.
People, I remember when Nagatoro was coming out, people are gonna be like, yo, it's gonna be Uzaki again. I forget the other one. Like this gonna be like the trio of like
Takagi-san.
Yeah, like the trio of just like shit anime or whatnot with like these bullies or whatever the fuck, right? And it's like I didn't watch Uzaki, so I can't give my opinion on that. People were hyping up Nagatoro so much to be like this absolute degenerate show that, you know, it's just like, it's so bad, it's gonna break the internet, dude. Like literally by the third episode, it's literally so tame. Like I've seen stuff way more out there than this. Like the third episode literally consisted of them just playing a game. They were just playing a fucking game. I'm just like, wow, dude. The bullying is gone by episode 3. Episode 1 and a little bit of episode 2, definitely, but episode 1 I definitely can see. It gives that strong impression, but yeah, dude, like 3 episodes deep, it's like, dude, it's lost. It's still good, but it's lost. It's like, wow, this is really gonna break the internet if someone else saw this. Like, no. I definitely think that.
I never felt like Nagatoro was like that sort of stuff. I haven't read the manga. I haven't watched the anime yet because I'm pretty reluctant to watch the anime. Probably I will later because I'm just getting into the groove of watching anime again. But okay, actually, out of the seasonals that I'm watching, and just watching like 2-3 seasonals at the moment. I don't know. I'm not even watching My Hero Academia because I'm just busy with shit right now. But yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, I watched Uzaki, and I feel like people shat it to like no extent, but I still don't get the reason why they hated it that much, because it was actually a stupid watch. But it was actually pretty fun to watch, honestly. But yeah, Uzaki was decent. Takagi-san is a fucking good anime. Like, for the quote-unquote bullying part of it, if you like exclude that part of it, it's just a good anime, honestly. But
I mean, the thing was, I feel like people are strange. Like, don't get me wrong, dude. Like, I don't like getting. Pretty sure. Well, I don't want to say that. There are people out there that like getting bullied, but me, I don't like getting bullied. But like, it's not like when I watch someone get bullied, it's like I get
oh, I'm so offended. It's just, I feel like those people are weird if you're able to get offended over a fictional,
Yep.
I don't even know fucking how old, you know, a fictional high school girl talking to another high schooler. It's like, dude, it's like, relax. It's just, it's fiction, you know? It's like, I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna get upset over a fictional character bullying another fictional character, but then say your favorite character is Vegeta, who literally just like decimates planets and races. I don't know, dude. Like it doesn't make any sense, dude.
Yeah, that's I actually agree with that. I mean, that's like Twitter in a nutshell, honestly. But yeah. Well,
I love Vegeta, by the way. I love Vegeta.
Everybody loves Vegeta. Vegeta's best boy. DB's best boy. But yeah, when I watch something, and that's why I'm reluctant. I'm not very reluctant to watch something like Euphoria or something, because I just know it's fiction, and I just go balls deep into it without giving any shit. I feel like people get offended over anime being bad and anime. Actually, I actually wanted to bring this up in the podcast. So the AOT manga ended recently. We all know what the shitstorm that happened afterwards. People,
yes, indeed,
horrible, blah blah blah. So last month, I think last month, recently, a set of people decided to quote unquote rewrite the ending of the manga, and
I saw some stuff about that.
The fan-made stuff, and there's like a lot of Instagram pages like promoting that shit to no extent. Honestly, like what I'm trying to get to it is that a lot of these fandoms are so fucking toxic. Like when someone else doesn't like their show, they get offended for all the wrong reasons. Like,
I mean, oh wait, if someone doesn't like their show?
Yeah, if someone doesn't like their show, and yeah, we got the whole shit with the, you know, with them as well. You know, like within the fandom, like being icky and stuff. But that's a totally different thing, though, because.
I mean, I'm not against people. I mean, I guess context is really what matters here.
Yeah.
I'm not against people that want to, I guess, write their own ending for AOT, but still have respect for the original. They just, you know, want to see, you know, what if this happened or this, you know? Yeah. Now, if they're like, yo, I fixed the ending, that's where it's like, okay, you know, that little word kind of changed up what you mean by when you're making this. That's what I think.
Thing is,
I mean,
no, actual thing is, it's more fan fiction rather than an actual thing. But I feel like when they were rewriting the ending, a lot of them, they were like fixed the ending. They kept saying like it's fixed ending and shit. A lot of the people who the rewritten ending was like, well, that's a fucking minority. The ending, I read the bit of the fanfic and it's just bad, actually. Honestly, not good. It just ruins. It's actually really bad. It just ruins Aaron's character and such. But yeah, we'll get to that. I'm actually not gonna get into that, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard plenty of stuff that the ending is it's not not good, or I guess not satisfactory to the public at large.
The OG ending, okay, I was kind of okay with it. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I wasn't to the point that I would go to every goddamn anime website and just say AOT sucks. I was like, okay, this is actually decent, because at the end of the day, the whole right to it was fucking amazing. I still stand by that. If you can't stick the landing, that is a huge flaw to the show, because a lot of those show or manga, because a lot of them tend to screw up the ending and really ruin the ride to it. But AOT did a good job, you know, to bring it to the end. You know what I mean? Like with the plot twist, with
I got you.
Yeah, with a lot of the plot twists that happened in season 4, season 3, season 2. Season 2 had big plot twists that really changed, that really showed us, you know, what was the true stuff that was happening of the AOT and such. But yeah, like stuff like the rewritten ending for me was like a big no-no, I guess. But I would have accepted it if it was just another fanfic. But they gave a lot of exposure for it, which was not needed, because at the end of the day, I would have really just accepted it if it was just another Wattpad fanfic. But it never deserved that exposure that it did. But yeah. But yeah, coming back to the topic though, what was the topic again? Yeah, we got lost in the AOT stuff. I totally forgot what.
Oh, the question was the guilty pleasure, I believe.
Pleasure stuff. All right, so yeah, I think we were done with that. Yeah, I think we were.
Yeah, I think.
All right.
So, I think we just made our own question after that.
Yep. All right, so really sorry about the sidetracking, but yeah, that's how podcast works. But yeah, next question from I am Aaron. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, mate. But yeah, I am Aaron20. First question is, what's an anime that you dislike?
I mean, I assume like dislike means like not just like, wow, this is bad, but like I actually just like hate it. See, that's, oh man, dude, that there I wouldn't say I necessarily hate it, but I really hate the ending, and one of those animes is Erased. Like, I cannot tell you, that's like the first time that like the anime ending to Erased, I was like genuinely angry, dude. Like legitimately angry the way it ended, dude.
Yeah.
I was just like, wow, they did not just do that. And I jokingly I say like, oh, I hate Erased, but like I do like Erased, but
yeah,
the ending is like the one thing that I can say like I truly despise that ending. I just cannot do it.
Yeah, this comes back to the point that if you can't stick the landing, you could hate a show. But yeah, Tokyo Ghoul is up there, honestly. Manga is amazing, but
oh my god, you're right, dude. I totally, oh, you just opened up like a bag of memories of Tokyo Ghoul. Right. Oh man, yeah, that's another one I can say that like I can say I mean, no, dude, like I like Tokyo Ghoul. I remember I was like at least season one, like I really like season 1 a lot. Season 2 is Tokyo Ghoul Re and Re 2 is when like I just started losing faith in humanity.
Funny thing was, when I watched season 2, and I just lost every goddamn ounce of respect for that show, because season 1 was just so fucking good, and season 2 just went. And then Ghoul Re came up. I wasn't genuinely excited. I would have been excited if season 2 was actually decent. And then, anyways, I just gave it a shot, and that was god awful. And then the season after that was just horrendous. It's like a slide. It just went downhill, like completely. And but then I read the physical manga. That was the first physical manga I ever read. My friend, I used to be in a hostel, so my friend bought the Tokyo Ghoul manga from Amazon or something. It's actually pretty hard to get manga here, so
okay.
Yeah. So he bought the manga, and during like study time, I would be reading the manga, and I just opened my textbook, put the manga in there, and I would just read. And
yeah.
And the manga was actually really good. It was like the first chapter and the chapter where, the last episode of season 1. Those volumes were the one he bought. And fucking hell, it was a totally different experience from watching the anime. I would fucking enjoyed the manga a lot. And I thought that, like, when I get back home, I would just, read the rest of it and give it a shot. Still haven't gotten into it, but I will one day for sure. As I say that, I'll totally forget about it. It's gonna happen soon. So yeah. Yeah. All right. So second question is: are there any anime you wish you reacted to?
Probably like all the seasons of Attack on Titan, man. I feel like that would have been really entertaining to see, like, some of the major plot twists or events that happen. To have my reaction on camera, but like, I get like DMs now, like, hey Ivory, dude, like, where are the videos for Attack on Titan season 1 through 3? And I'm just like, dude, I wasn't even doing YouTube at that time. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, I swear, like, people think I'm like 30 years old. I've been doing YouTube for like 10 plus years. Like, dude, I'm like, I can't even drink yet. I can't even drink legally yet. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, definitely like the first 3 seasons of Attack on Titan, or first 3 seasons for sure.
Honestly, if I'd become a reaction YouTuber, I wouldn't be able to watch any shows because I think I watched almost all the popular shit by this point. Honestly, like, I think you finished like 300 plus something. So yeah, I finished a lot of the really popular shows like Fire Force and blah blah. Oh yeah, also I got a thing from someone asking me if he's reacting to Fire Force.
My Fire Force is something that I buried a long time ago, and I definitely want it to stay in the ground. It became like such a big meme.
Yeah.
Because for some godforsaken reason, the Fire Force fans just would not stop, dude. I remember, like, I stopped reacting to the first season, and it's like on the daily I would get asked, bro, where's Fire Force? Where's Fire Force? And then I remember, at that time, I've explained this before, that like I can't, when I react to anime, and this goes to further my point that I don't fake anything.
Yeah.
When I react to anime, I can't, like, I don't treat it like a job, you know? Like, I don't treat it like, oh god, I gotta wake up at 6 and react to fucking My Hero and whatnot, right? Like, no, like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie though, before though, when I was, just starting out, I actually would set an alarm for like whenever like JoJo would come out, right?
Yeah.
I would set an alarm because, like, dude, like, I have to be on point. I gotta be one of the first ones that upload it. But that's more of like a grind mentality. But like, I remember for some reason I decided, I'm gonna react to Dr. Stone. I'm gonna react to Fire Force. I can't remember what else I was reacting to at that time. It might have been Demon Slayer or the season 4 of My Hero, or something like that.
Yeah.
I just know I was taking on a whole lot of anime to react to, and it started to become a chore to me.
Yeah.
Because there's times where, like, I just don't want to watch anime. Like, even then, like there's animes that I like that I haven't caught up to. Like right now, like, I haven't caught up to Tokyo Revengers, and I really like that anime right now. I haven't sat down and watched it yet. But I just know if I was reacting to it, the Tokyo Revengers fans would eat me alive. They love that show. They would be messaging me on the daily.
Yep.
It's just that I can't treat it like a job, but like something that's like My Hero right now. Like, I'm really invested right now to see where it's going. So that's why, like, I'm able to react to it every week. Yep. Or something like Attack on Titan or Demon Slayer that I'm really anticipating, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to drop Fire Force, dude, because I'm like, I dropped both of them. Like, I dropped Dr. Stone and Fire Force. I'm like, I just can't do it. And the Fire Force fans just would not stop. And then when season 2 came out, I'm like, yo, I'll give Fire Force another shot. And it was, it was cool for a little bit. Then it got to a point where I'm like, damn, maybe I just don't like this show anymore. And I just dropped it. I just dropped it, and now people are like, yo, you gotta bring back Fire Force season 2. And I'm just like,
yeah.
I mean, it's long gone. Don't get it twisted, but it's just that meme, dude. So anytime they'll just ask me to react to Fire Force, I'm just like, please don't. Please.
I finished season 1. I remember watching season 1 back when it was airing, like 2 episodes in, and I was like, okay, this is a pretty good show. Then I went back to hostel, studies, blah blah blah. Then after that, and for my vacations and such, I watched Fire Force again, season 1, binged it, and I was like, alright, this is a decent show. Okay, fine. Season 2 came out, and oh my god, I was sleeping through most of season 2, honestly. Like, halfway, like episode 14, 15, I dropped it. I think I don't remember what happened. I was like, I think I was just bored by that point. You know, this arc was blah blah blah. It was a luck fest, and I just dropped it. I just dropped Fire Force. So yeah. Would have been a good show. I mean, just a lot of fan service. I mean, I'm okay with fan service guy, but unnecessary fan service, yeah, just no point in it. And a lot of it was a very weirdly put out show because I felt like, you know, the scenes. I feel like it tried to encapture what Soul Eater was back in the day, but it just does it badly. Like,
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I think that's the vibe I got from it. People can disagree with that, but that's honestly the vibe I got from that. But yeah. All right, so coming to the next question, by the way, last question from Aaron. Whatever. I'm sorry for butchering your name, mate. Anyways, last question from him. What's your favorite anime fight? Oh, damn, this is gonna be a good one.
But it's like, dude, I have so many favorite anime fights. It's actually like impossible to name. To name a few, Gohan versus Cell. Can't tell you how many times I've watched that fight when I was little. Sasuke versus Itachi. I was that dude too that like when I to be able to watch like anime fights, I would just search them on YouTube, bro, and there was like 20 parts to just one fight, and they're like all like 4 minutes each. I'm like, I watched all that.
Yep.
But yeah, Sasuke versus Itachi, Gohan versus Cell, man.
Yeah.
I really did enjoy the. I'm not gonna spoil it or anything, but the fight at the end of the new Demon Slayer movie.
Yeah.
That's up there for me now. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
Trying to think what else, dude. I mean, there's like so many fights I can think of, but those are definitely some of the stuff that's standing out to me right now.
For me personally, there is one fight from an anime that I'm not the biggest fan of. I would say hate, but yeah, I'm not like standing the anime or anything, but yeah, My Hero Academia. Let me guess. Let me think. The one for All Might versus All for One.
Oh, All for One. Yeah, that was a good one.
That one was on top for me because of how good the OST was and blah blah blah. It was just a fucking good fight. It was really good hype. Felt like it could have been better, but yeah, I mean, it was a good fight. Thing is, I didn't watch a lot of shonens. Like, I still haven't. A lot of people shit me for this, but I still haven't watched Naruto yet. Like, it's just a chore. It's just a chore to watch Naruto because there's like 100+ episodes, and majority of them are like fillers, and I have to skip the fillers, and then I had to watch story stuff, and then I had to watch Shippuden, which is like double the episodes of what Naruto is, and then I had to watch Boruto. I mean, actually, no one watched Boruto, so. But yeah.
Like funny thing with Naruto, like I remember my friend was getting into anime, and he didn't even know what filler was. Like, he didn't even know it existed. So like, I remember he was watching Naruto, and like, I don't know what episode he was on. Like, he was just deep into it, and like, he would come to me, and he'd be like, yeah, you know, Hunter, and Hunter is my real name, by the way. He's like, Hunter, like, you know, remember when this happened? I'll be listening to him like, when the fuck did that happen? I'm like, dude, that's probably filler. And he looked at me, he's like, what the fuck is that? And I'm like, I explained it to like, basically as like nothing to do with the story. And he's just told me like, that has to be like the stupidest, like, he almost dropped the series when I told him like, what you just watched like does not matter in the end. So like, but like, I feel like Naruto is one of those series that like people don't care about the filler.
Yeah.
Maybe like something like Bleach or like even One Piece doesn't have a lot of filler, but One Piece is just long as hell. But Bleach is one of those series where like the filler is like heavy duty in Bleach, where like I actually like had to take a break from that because it was just, because when I was watching it when I was little, I was just like, dude, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I feel like most OVAs are fillers too. That's why I don't even watch OVAs for a lot of anime. Like, You would have like OVA, and it would be listed as side story or something. Then it's gonna be filler. So I just don't watch a lot of fillers. But that's one of the reasons why I just watch 12-episode animes or 24-episode animes. I just can't do it. I just can't deal with fillers because I remember watching Blue Exorcist, and the last arc was just filler because season they're gonna follow the manga again, so they're gonna start off from this point, from this one specific point. And I was like, why the fuck did I just waste 3 hours watching that whole last arc when I could have just watched the next season? Yeah, so I mean, I just hate like fillers, and reason why I just don't watch a lot of 100-episode animes. But yeah, if I do get, if I do have the patience, probably I might watch Naruto in the future. I don't know. There was like one point I was like, okay, I gotta give One Piece a shot, like soon. Like I have to do it. Everyone's watching like 900 episodes of One Piece. I can do it too. But then I was like, oh damn, it's 900 episodes. I can't. I can't. Just read the manga or something. Then look at the manga. It has like 1,000 chapters, and I'm like, all right, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna touch One Piece. But yeah, that's okay. Actually, we were talking about favorite anime fights. I totally forgot about that. Again, I'm very sorry about that. But yeah, coming back to favorite anime fights though. Oh yeah, I got one. It's actually from Fate. From Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works.
Oh no, I know some people watching right now going crazy, dude. I know some people right now going crazy because you said Fate.
Yeah, there's gonna be people spamming.
Oh no, dude.
But yeah,
go ahead though.
Shiro versus Archer from Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works season part 2, I think. Yeah, it was part 2. That was like one of my fucking favorite fights because of the, it wasn't the animation or anything. It was just the fight had a lot in it, like in terms of character, and the OST was just amazing. You got someone like Amir. How do you pronounce her song? Her name again? Amir's song in the as an insert, and then you got this fucking epic ass fight happening. And the character development was just there. There was, battle of ideologies, blah blah blah. I feel like that was one of those fights that reminded me, like, it doesn't have to be just, fist fights and blah blah blah. It could just be another, it can be just, a battle of ideology and stuff like that. Oh my god, people are going crazy right now. I'm just not gonna look at general.
Yeah, it's like Fate is a little bit of a weird series in my
I feel like
my life is like.
I feel like
good.
I feel like Fate is like, as an anime, it's like a confusing fest. But when you like read something like the visual novel, I didn't read the visual novel, but yeah, I've been hearing from people that the visual novel is actually really good if you want the quote unquote scenes. But yeah, I watched the anime. I started off with Unlimited Blade Works, enjoyed it a lot. Then 1 year later, I went ahead and watched Zero. That was fun. Then watched the movies. Then Apocrypha, Grand Order. Didn't get into the game, by the way, because I heard the game was horrible, so I never played the game. Watched the anime and stuff like that. I feel like Fate is just, how do I explain this? Yeah, it's kind of like a set of stories with this certain set of servants. You know what I'm saying? Like Apocrypha is like Apocrypha has nothing to do with Fate Stay Night because both of them are totally different stories. And like Grand Order, totally different thing. Even though they have the recurring servants, so totally different thing. So totally different story. It's got like some 1-2 elements just teasing all the fans with, from some other part of the franchise. But yeah, I feel like a lot of people being like, Fate is so fucking confusing. I try my best to explain people, like, why like if they're confused, I try to explain people. But I mean, like, people like I don't know. With Fate, I feel like as I said, a lot of people don't watch the show because it's confusing. I try to help them, of course, because it's a good show. I enjoyed it. That's why I want people, to give it a shot, see if they like it or not.
I mean, Fate. It's not like I don't like the show, but like I've like legitimately been scarred because there's one member, thou shalt, who shall not be named. Some people watching right now, does know. He just would not stop talking about it. Like it got to the point where it made me hate the series.
Yeah,
and I didn't even know. I don't hate the series. Like I've watched a couple episodes of Fate Zero, and so far Fate Zero is definitely my favorite interpretation of Fate.
Yeah.
I still need to get back on it, but he did the exact opposite of what he wanted. He wanted me to get into Fate. He kept sending me the 4K 60 FPS fight clips. I'm like, yes, I get it. Ufotable animates it. It looks good. I totally get it. But maybe I'll give it a try. And it was on the day. I have the DM still. It's just filled with pictures of Saber or Rin or any of the fucking the servants or whatnot. I'm just like, dude. I just could not do it. And it's just I'm scarred because of that. It's just so whenever anyone mentions Fate, it's just I get a chill down my spine, So, but
it's like PTSD.
Yeah,
all that 4K.
It really is it's like Fate PTSD, bro. Anytime anyone mentions Fate or Saber, it's just God, dude. It's my eyes roll back. I get Jesus, dude, chills, man. But the thing is with Fate and Ufotable, it's just Ufotable is so good. They're such phenomenal animation studio, and I like Demon Slayer a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm joking, it's and when I saw the Demon Slayer movie, because I know everyone loves the Heaven's Feel movies, I think they're called, that they think they're phenomenal or whatnot.
Yeah.
And I've never seen Ufotable on the big screen or in a movie format, but when I watched the Demon Slayer movie, I realized how robbed we are of good animation. I'm like, dude, Ufotable, it's either I watch Demon Slayer 10 times or I get into Fate. And it's I'm leaning more towards watching Demon Slayer more, but yeah, dude. But Fate definitely isn't a bad series.
Yeah,
I do have some history with it.
You actually mentioned about Fate. Ufotable on the big screen. There's one criminally underrated show by Ufotable. It's like a movie series. It's by Ufotable. It was one of their first projects before Fate. It's called Kara no Kyokai. Give the
I think. Oh yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Go ahead.
If guys, you're listening to the podcast as well, give the movie a shot because fucking hell, it's a ride. Animation wise, it's just it's Ufotable. What do you expect? It's just fucking amazing. And
okay, I should probably clarify this. Yeah. It's not even just Fate. I think it's just Type Moon in general. Whenever I see that art style, I just can't get Fate out of my mind. And that's the thing, that scarring is so ingrained in me. That art style, it just reminds me of Fate. I'm why do I suddenly hate this all of a sudden? Even though I don't hate it.
Yeah.
It's just oh man, dude, the Type Moon disease.
Yeah, I get it. It's understandable. But yeah, I knew that it was different from Fate, so I just detached everything Fate related and just got into the anime. Even though I am a Fate fan, but yeah, that's a totally different thing. Got into the anime. I watched movie 1. It was pretty good. Movie 2, really good. And then movie 5, movie 7. There's 9 movies, I think. And I watched all of them in 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. I don't remember how long it took, but yeah, I did watch it pretty quickly. And it was honestly another. If someone asked I asked the underrated question, I could have actually answered that as well, but it actually slipped out of my mind. So thank you for reminding me of Ufotable. But yeah, Kara no Kyokai is one of those underrated shows that not a lot of people talk about because it's just criminally underrated and overshadowed. Actually, I would say by shows like Fate, Demon Slayer and stuff. They are on their class of their own, but Karano Kyokai also deserves some recognition because that's a really good anime that you can watch and get a popcorn, eat, and sit back and enjoy. It's a really good stuff. All right, so
yeah, I'll definitely give that a try.
Yeah. All right, so next question from Dead Bunny 985. Should I be asking this? Ask Hunter about his repressed armpit fetish.
I don't know what they're talking about. I have to say.
Are you closing some tabs or something? I hear some.
No. Like I was just like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with armpits at all, but
Sus.
just personally for me, I don't know. It's just I'm very indifferent about it. Very, very indifferent about it. I have to say, if I'm being totally honest.
All right, so next question from Luz, by the way. Thanks for asking the question. After reaching 100K, will there be a change in the channel content-wise, and are you going to stream soon?
Yes, I'm going to stream E3, and in terms of the content, this has always been kind of like a thing I've talked about before, that whenever you're starting a YouTube channel, it's very hard to quote-unquote change content. Like I know like I've said plenty of times to my community, yeah guys, I'm gonna change content, I'm gonna do this and that, and while it may not have been like a substantial change, there has been a change. Like throughout, what was last month, May, I actually like challenged myself. Actually no, it might have been April. It was either April or May. I challenged myself because like I easily could have reacted to Tokyo Revengers and Nagatoro maybe, and like To Your Eternity and whatnot, but I kind of challenged myself to make different types of videos. You can even go on my channel and you can see like there's like reactions, and then there's this like small chunk of just like three lines of just like different types of videos, like kind of sandwiched in there. And like I was challenging myself to, am I able to sustain this is kind of not really relevancy more say, but like basically am I able to make good videos still, not reacting, but still talking about anime and whatnot.
Yeah.
And in some of those videos, they did better than some of the reactions I'm doing right now. So it's just like that, dude. It's just like when I say like, oh, I'm gonna change the content, I am changing it. It might just be like minuscule though, Like I remember I said like, oh, I wanted to start incorporating vlogs and whatnot, or started incorporating more stream highlights, of course, for when I do stream and whatnot. Like I can tell you, like one of the well, I think personally one of the best in terms of like, I guess how much fun I had making the video was like, some people didn't even know I uploaded. I literally had like this whole Pokemon Sword and Shield playthrough on my channel where I streamed it on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you that was some of the most fun I've ever had making a video, because I wasn't used to doing it. So like when I watched like making like a gameplay content, I'm like, or like making a stream highlight, that was just, it was so fun, bro. It was just so fun. But like I still enjoy making reactions, don't get it wrong. I enjoy talking about anime, but I definitely can confidently say that I'm not gonna let that kind of define me. Like I said, like there's some big anime YouTubers out there. Like we were talking about earlier, like Connor. Connor CDogVA. He started doing like Black Butler voice impressions and prank calls. And he even talked about on the podcast, he's like, yeah, I fucking hate doing that now, dude. Like, I would not go back to doing that. Or Joey used to make, like, gameplay videos on Corpse Party. He's like, dude, like, what the fuck was I doing? Like, I feel like it's so easy in the present while we're looking at it to be like, yeah, like, just change the content. It's easy. But, like, it takes years sometimes for an audience to adjust. Like, you can't just... Like, if I uploaded a Resident Evil,
You know what Resident Evil is, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, if I upload like a Resident Evil gameplay video, right?
Yeah.
I guarantee you, no one's gonna watch it. Because no one's used to it. Yeah. They're like, what the fuck? I didn't subscribe to this channel to watch a horror game playthrough. But like, if I started posting stream highlights and then slowly, people's like, oh, okay, he streams too. Oh, he's doing other stuff but anime. That's kind of what I'm doing. He's like, oh, he's starting to do other stuff but reactions.
Yeah.
They're getting more used to that. And like, I'm trying, you have to adjust your audience slowly and accordingly for what you want. Like, you can't just make this sudden shift.
Yeah.
Or else your channel's going to flop.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. You're going to get people who do this. And I see this all the time. This is one of the points that people paint themselves into a corner sometimes. And I did this before too, that you rely so much on one thing, and for me that would be reactions, right? But I feel confident enough that if YouTube decided tomorrow that, like, yeah guys, if you post an anime reaction video, you're gonna get banned, I feel confident enough that I can still sustain my YouTube career, or like just me doing YouTube without doing reaction videos. I feel confident now.
Yeah.
But I feel like people don't train themselves, or they don't train themselves in doing different content. They're just stuck doing that one thing. But what if that one video idea, eventually people get tired of it?
Yeah.
You know, people are eventually tired of One Piece chapter review number 1,000,000,008th, you know? Like, eventually, you know, not everyone's gonna want to watch that, is what I'm saying, dude. And it helps you further your skill set.
Yeah.
You know, in being able to do different stuff and whatnot.
Yeah.
And that's what I just feel like everyone should, even if they don't show it in their videos, like, I have videos that I scrapped, but at least I made the effort to edit and make them. But I just decided, if I drop this right now, people aren't gonna watch it. I just feel like people, or YouTubers, could definitely build the skill set of doing variety content, even if they aren't doing variety right now, so that in the long run they'll be able to last longer on the YouTube landscape for sure.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so next question from Cuba, whatever. All right, so first question is, why did you start making videos? That would be asked the question already. Sorry, mate. We asked the question. So
that's like the first question.
Yeah, that's like the first question. All right, second question. When did you realize this was serious, like the point of no return? I think we asked that, right? Did we? Not necessarily, but I feel like we did go over it. I feel like the point of no return, like I said, was when I kind of dropped out of college for this. It's like, I kind of just like, I mean, that was like probably like one of the biggest decisions I've ever had in my life. Just like, damn, like, I'm just gonna, like, no more education, just straight, you know, and doing YouTube and whatnot. But yeah, man, as I started to, you know, I guess, like, I would say a more like gradual shift where I'm like, oh, this is getting serious, you know, like, I actually could make this something, is when, like, I actually started getting you know, paid for doing it, and like paid as in like I'm able to live off this. Yeah.
Not like $50 or $10 or whatnot, right? Like, from like when I was first starting out, but like, damn, you know, like, I'm actually making enough money to be able to make this some type of career for me. You know, I have a community that's been loyal with me for years, dude. Like, I have people that want to see me succeed. Like, I have people in my corner. That's kind of when I realized that I not only have something to prove to myself, but I have something to prove to the audiences that have been with me since the beginning, that I can achieve this. Like, it's like, I'm not just doing this just to do it, you know? Like, I'm not striving to be the second best or you know, just like, oh, you know, I just want to make my anime content. Like, no, like, I'm actually thinking long term. Like, I'm able to make this a job and keep the people that have stuck with me from the beginning, you know, in my corner. And, you know, unfortunately, I have, you know, along the way, I have lost a few people, but, you know, obviously the people with me, some of them are watching right now. Like, I truly think of them as like some of my closest friends right now that have supported me through like thick and thin. No?
Yeah, I feel, yeah, because like with my sort of my my channel's been there for 3 years, but I've never been able to double down on it. But yeah, like 300 people subs, 300 people will sub to my channel, and I sadly you cannot see every single sub. But if I would be able to see my subscribers, like see who subscribed and shit, I would definitely give them a shout out or anything if possible, because I feel like the thing with my sort of content that I post on YouTube usually, it's just challenge videos. It's just one video that everyone wants to watch, not like a fan base fixed video, like what the fan base want, like something to build a fan base of, like this is not something that people want to subscribe to the channel to see more, because they're just watching this challenge video off of a recommendation when they watched another one. But yeah, I felt like as I made a lot of these ranking video challenge videos, there was like one point where I was like, I'm getting views, I'm like getting few subscribers, but I want to switch content a bit. Like there's a lot of stuff that I want to do with my channel. Like I love editing, so yeah, probably one or two videos in between, but probably become another quote unquote giga clone or something. But yeah.
Oh, by the way, the Giga clone stuff, I feel like I was a little bit, I was a little mean. I didn't mean like, I didn't mean that, I didn't mean that everybody that does like a review or like a highly edited, because there's some people out there that are amazing. Like some people, like one of my friends, the Masked Man, he does like more like manga content, but like he's amazing at that. There's just so many other people out there that do that. When I said Giga clone, it was kind of just like, I'm low-key like, okay, maybe I went a little bit too far with the Giga stuff, but
it's actually,
but like,
it's true though. To an extent, it's actually true.
To an extent, yes, I agree. To an extent, I say like a Giga inspiration, just a Giga style video. That's more like it. I wouldn't say Giga clone there. I just wanted to clarify that.
So yeah,
I'm gonna get canceled. Anime Twitter's gonna come after me. Has to be canceled in 3 days. I'm sorry.
You got some good fans there. They're gonna you out.
But I don't know, man, dude. Twitter's a different breed. I mean, my people are loyal and strong, but Twitter will chew you up and spit you out, and they won't care.
Yeah, but yeah, I wanted to make that sort of like content. It's been on my mind for like ever since I started YouTube. I grew up watching a lot of Giga and Anime Man and Connor and a lot of these videos, and I was like, if these people like talk about what they love and they do a good job of it as well. But I tried out once. It was horrible. I was like, dude, I'm just reading a fucking Wikipedia page. I'd rather not do it. Because I was, you're like 13. You're like, this shit's gonna be easy, but it's not. But yeah, now that I look back at it, like I had a lot of things that didn't favor me for that sort of content. I didn't have a good mic until like last month. I just bought a good one for the podcast. I don't have a good laptop. My laptop's busted already right now. I might have to buy another one. So yeah, not posting any videos or anything at the moment. But yeah. There's a lot of things that didn't factor into me, switching content or, trying out something new, because I feel like not only comfort zone, but a lot of factors didn't, help me out with it either. But yeah, but yeah, in the future, if I do get the opportunity to, switch content, which is gonna be soon, honestly, because the challenge videos are it's just playing whack-a-mole by this point. It's like you get hit by a lot of these blocks, and I'm just sick and tired of getting blocked my videos because I feel like a lot of the copyright. We talked about the copyright shit. It's just pain in the ass. I don't want to play whack-a-mole with the whole copyright system again. So I just want to switch up content, something else that I love that is. These sort of talking about anime. Like right now, I'm just talking about like with this podcast as well. We're talking about anime and stuff, but in a video format, if possible, because surely there's not there's not going to be like a lot of people that's going to listen to a 2.5 hour podcast of us rambling about anime. So let's say,
Yeah, I've been enjoying myself, dude. Like I said, podcast is something like I've always wanted to do, so I am definitely having a good time.
Yeah, so yeah, it's more like I want like condensed version for people to enjoy, you know, for this anime. I want to give like my opinion about it, and I might hate the show. I might hate a show that everyone might love. I might love a show that everyone might hate. But yeah, I'm just giving my 2 cents opinion.
I mean, I gotta say that, like, honestly, longer. Well, I shouldn't say that, but I guess longer video formats. Like, I remember there was this one dude that recapped the entirety of Attack on Titan before season 4 aired, dude.
Yeah.
In this long video, and it got like 5 million views. And this dude didn't even have like, this dude had like 4,000 subscribers maybe or something like that when I first looked, but I think he has like maybe like 50K or something like that right now. I feel like longer videos, if you play your cards right, you know the algorithm, you got a killer title, you got the tags on point, everything like that, those will get you like a lot of attention. But I understand what you're talking about with the short form content, but I definitely do believe that long form content is definitely a way to go too. Of course, you have to have the time to edit and whatnot, because it's editing a 1 hour long video is not gonna be done in a day for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. It takes months, honestly. You like
for sure.
I have like a lot of video ideas in mind, and like big projects, like, you know, recapping a whole series like Monogatari or something, talking about that or something. That's gonna take an hour or more. So yeah, like I would like plan like make short videos about stuff that I like, and work on this on the side, you know, to get the channel some sort of traction. You know, post some small videos, and then you know, gradually build a fan base of sorts. But yeah, thing is with long videos is that I've been doing it ever since I started YouTube. Like half an hour, 45-minute videos. I've been doing it like ever since I got into it, and honestly, it's becoming harder for me to edit videos, because like now, from starting off from 40 minutes, now it's just 15 minutes. Like I can do more of that because 1, copyright, 2, I don't know, probably because I put more effort into making my videos. Because before it was just me putting a title, putting a transition, song, cut it, transition, title, blah blah blah. Now it's more like I put more thought into my songs that I put, and scenes that I use in AMVs and such, and now it's just becoming tedious of sorts. But yeah, I still enjoy editing because I fucking love it. It's a thing, but yeah, I mean, probably. But yeah, what I was trying to get at is, probably in the future, I wanna, you know, try to do something different, do some essay videos or something, and get better, get a good amount of people to watch content. You know, like I feel like there's a lot of things that need to be said about some stuff. I feel like my opinion, like I want to get it out to the people. For example, like, all right, I don't know. Okay, there's a show that I really like, but not a lot of people watch it. I want to get that out to people. I want to show them that, oh, this is a good show. All right, I'll give it a watch. Or there's this show that is painted bad, but that is actually decent. Do that. But yeah, that's what I want to do with my channel. But for now, nothing is possible because this shit is busted. My laptop is busted. All I have to do now is this podcast, and it's just sticking around with one sort of content. Alright,
gotcha.
Yeah, alright, so next question, by the way, if you've been on one question, and damn, this has been a long episode. This is gonna be a fun upload, that's for sure. It's been a while since we did like a 2.5 hour episode. Our first episode was 2.5 hours, then it's been like 1 hour, 1.5, so this is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun editing this, but yeah. Alright, so next question from Jay's Effects. JSFX, thank you so much for the question. What was the first anime you ever watched, and at what age?
Probably Dragon Ball Z, but that was at the point where like I didn't even know what anime was. I just thought like Dragon Ball Z was like a cool show. Like I didn't even know I wouldn't even call it anime, but like I would say like my first
Anime. Yeah,
anime where like I officially like acknowledged like this is an anime I'm watching was maybe like Kill La Kill maybe, or No Game No Life or something like that. I just those two specifically. It has to be either one of those for sure. Either one of those were one of my first though.
For me, I mean, again, Dragon Ball was like one of my favorite first animes that I watched, but I didn't know it was an anime. It was basically I was watching it like a cartoon that I would watch on Cartoon Network, honestly. But yeah, my first actual show was Attack on Titan, because I remember Watch Mojo posting a lot of videos of Attack on Titan at that time. It was the huge hype time of AOT, everyone waiting for season 2. That was when I started watching AOT and started to fall in love with anime. I was like, shit, I could spend a lot of time watching a lot of these shows. These shows got a lot of hype moments and everything. I'm really enjoying this, and yeah, that's how I started to fall into the pits of anime and started to binge a lot of shows, and here I am. Yeah. I felt like at one point, like, I used to binge animes like within a day or half an hour or something. Not half an hour, half a day or something. Now now I just can't watch anything. Like, I reached a point like I like everyone would talk about. Okay, for example, Vivi. Everyone's talking about Vivi, but I still can't watch it because I'm not in the mood to watch it. You know. Like Vivi or Tokyo Revengers, I still haven't watched it. Sorry about that, but yeah, that or My Hero Academia. It's just that, like, I reached that point where I'm just gotta take it slowly watch animes. You know, take my time, find my interests, and. But
yeah, I got you.
I'm still watching a lot of seasonals though, like Odd Taxi. Odd Taxi is fucking underrated and really good. Really. What else? What else did I watch? There's a few seasonals that I'm watching. Zombieland Saga, which was pretty interesting. With Zombieland Saga Revenge, I'm watching that right now, and yeah, I think that's about it. That's the only 2 seasons. And Higehiro. Totally forgot about that. Higehiro. Those 3 shows are like what I'm keeping up with. But other than that, I don't think I'm keeping up with a lot of shows. There was this point. There was this one point where I used to watch one seasonal every week because I'd be keeping up with that many seasonals. Like, I remember, I think it was during when ReZero season 2 was airing. I think it was during that season. There was ReZero.
Yeah.
There was ReZero. There was SAO. There was there was a lot of shows during that season. I would watch every show every week. I would like have a reminder, oh, it's coming out this date. Gotta watch it like ASAP. I would be hyped and watch it, and next day another show. I would keep myself busy, but then now it's just I'm only watching like 3 seasons.
Yeah, I understand that.
Probably anime fatigue, I guess. Let's call it that.
Yeah.
All right. So next question from Mazir. All right. Sorry about that. I'm butchering out a lot of names today, but yeah. Thank you for the question, by the way, mate. Any games you expecting, either from E3 or in general?
What's it called? The new God of War that came out.
Yeah.
I'm super excited for that. God of War is one of my favorite game series of all time.
All right.
That new Ratchet and Clank game that's coming out. Once again, one of my favorite series.
Yeah.
Probably not gonna happen, but I mean I know SMT5 is supposed to be released soon.
Yeah.
But whenever Persona 6 comes out, I will be there. I will be there on my hands and knees, ready to give Atlas more of my hard-earned money. I'll be there.
Thing about Persona was that I was actually playing through it. I was playing 3, like recently. And CPU broke, and now I just can't play. I haven't played. I haven't played video games for like 3-4 months by this point now. I'm just going through pain at the moment. I'd love to finish Persona soon. Like I have 3, 4, 5 ready to play. Like anytime, just pop it up and just play. What it is fucking broke. This shit is broken. I just can't do it. But yeah. I used to. I mean, honestly, I haven't been keeping up with E3 stuff, but I'm actually hyped. I would actually watch it. You know, see get coming up. But
the next Final Fantasy VII remake part, I really want, or the DLC too that's coming. I'm gonna get that, but yeah, the Final Fantasy VII stuff.
Yeah, for me personally, the recent games that came out, I think Resident Evil 8 was really good. Fucking enjoyed that.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that too.
Resident Evil series really doing well right now. Resident Evil 8 was good. Honestly, I grew up playing a lot of like these racing games, you know, like Need for Speed and shit. I grew up playing a lot. Yeah. So I'm more of a racing game guy than most other series. Well, I mean, and it's other genres of games, but I'm trying out a lot more like shooters or RPGs, like as I said, Persona and stuff. I bought like Tales of Berseria recently as well. Try it out, see what that's about. Yeah, a lot of new other genres that I have never played. So. Alright, next question. Alright, next question. No, Naru, I'm not gonna ask that. Alright, actually, you know what? Fuck it, let's ask it. Okay, so Naru's question, by the way, thank you for the question. What type of woman are you into?
See, like people, See, like the type thing. See, I feel like whenever people say type of woman, like the women type, I can only think of that one scene in Jujutsu. I can only think of Jujutsu Kaisen shit, bro. Well, okay, basically take whatever Megumi said to Toto, and that's my answer. Whatever Megumi says to Toto when he asks him, that's my answer, man. I honestly don't have a type. Like a type is like, you know, not really I don't know. It's not like I mean, one thing I'm taking for one thing. It's just like I don't have a type. It's just that, you know.
All right. For me personally, whenever someone asks me that, my mind just goes to prison school. Are you an ass guy or a boobs guy? That's what just goes to my mind.
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, me neither. I mean, I'm struggling to get a friend who is a girl. Then at that point, I just can't have a type of girl, to be honest. But yeah, honestly, I would love to, probably in the future. Any girls who's in their peace. Alright, so yeah, next question from Cuba, I think, again. Thank you for the question. Any advice for people who want to be YouTubers?
Copy people. See that now that might seem like yo, what do you mean copy? Like, bro, I'm telling you this right now. When I say YouTubers, it definitely depends on what they want to make. I'm telling you right now, dude. Most people fail. This is gonna sound so strange. Most people fail YouTube because they let their audience dictate too much. Like they stop being the creator and they start being scared of their audience. Now, there's difference between listening to your audience and suggestions and whatnot and just totally obeying, just obey what they got to say, right? Now, what I mean by copy people, and I know they talked about this on Trash Taste as well, because I remember the same type of question, but like, basically, everyone is inspired by something. I am guarantee everyone that makes anime content, bro, no one is original.
Yep.
Nobody is original. Somebody has gotten an idea from somebody else, or a certain aesthetic, and they've made maybe like a few videos on it, you know, maybe hard, you know, like I'm talking about like wearing that influence on their sleeve, where like you can tell that they're mad, you know, copying, but then slowly but surely they're able to turn it into its own thing, right?
Yeah.
Like I said before, like I feel like I used to mimic a lot of what Etika did in terms of his personality, in terms of me trying to be super hyper, like all the time, just get the adrenaline pumping, super hype, super loud. But eventually I was able to find my own space in that. Like I feel like I have a good mix of I'm way, like I said, like I'm way more calm now. Like I remember, like I actually watched like a couple of my old videos on stream before, and like I even said like, damn, even I think that I'm faking it sometimes. Like back then, I'm like, damn, dude, like I was like really hyper. But like definitely, dude, like I feel like you need to find whoever you watch, you know, depends whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, whoever you look up to, just literally just copy them, dude.
Yeah.
Copy what, like if you're doing anime content, you know, just copy them. Like maybe like take an idea that they have and maybe put it on something else. Like I said, like one example is I do the series called Mugen on my channel. I do it very rarely nowadays, but I remember back in the day I used to do it a lot of times, man. And I remember when I first started doing it, this guy named Afro Senju, you might know him. Afro Senju, he basically popularized it, dude. Like he basically like put it on the map. And the reason I wanted to get into it is because I know damn well that Afro, I love him to death.
Yeah.
But he is not going to do every single anime character out there against whoever, right?
Yeah.
So during that time, I was really into JoJo, so I wanted to see, okay, you know what? I wanted to see the Giorno Mugen against somebody, right? So I decided, okay, I'm gonna make that vid, and I made that, and that video took off, dude. Like that blew up. I decided, like, okay, people want to see more Mugen content, so I just started to think of other stuff. And then as I guess the series got a lot more popular on my channel, I definitely started to see a lot more people come at me for like, yo, man, like he's copying Afro, dude. He's, you know, he's doing this. I'm gonna tell Afro, and I'm like, I'm thinking in my head, I got nothing but love for Afro, dude. Like, like I've made, like, I literally make it clear in like the first 3 videos that, like, yo, guys, by the way, this video or the series, by the way, is inspired by Afro Senju. I even show his stuff on the screen. I feel like audiences themselves, they think that just because another creator is doing something that their creator is doing, they think that like I'm trying to take over Afro's fans. You know, I'm trying to like take over, like I'm trying to usurp his spot on YouTube. And in reality, I'm like, dude, I just like the video that he's doing. You know, it's like no ill will and stuff like that. Now, there's a difference between like, I guess like copying and like what's like a more harsher word, just like plagiarizing, I guess.
Yeah.
Someone else's work. Like if I went on I don't know, if I went on one of Joey's videos, right? And it's like it's like a manga review, and I literally edited it, I titled it, and I said the exact same things that he said. That's like plagiarizing, dude. That's like you're doing too much. Yeah. But like if I wanted to talk about that series and I had my own edits, my own original thoughts that I wanted to say about it, you know, maybe, you know, some different stuff here and there, that's totally fine. Because, you know, at the end of the day, because I remember also, if you know who Penguin Zero is, or Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie, of course.
Charlie, yeah. He talked about this as well, that he thinks it's super annoying that people that get mad at him. Because I think he had like this little debacle where he did like this tier list. Yeah. And he was unaware that someone else had done this tier list before, and his fans were kind of coming at him and saying like, yo, you're copying this dude. When in reality, it's like, bro, you didn't make, you know, the tier list genre, you know? It's like, it's like you can, you know, put it on the map, or like you can do a video on it, but like at the end of the day, you didn't create it. Like I didn't create the series Jujutsu Kaisen, but I react to it, and I know damn well that 50 other people react to it, but that doesn't mean we're all just copying off each other. We just like the same things.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely. I feel like I told you. Wait, the question was the thing to do in starting YouTube. I definitely say like, yo, whoever you're inspired by, make sure you take that inspiration and run with it. But you also have to learn when to also do your own thing. You know, and your audience is going to pressure you. They're going to come at you, or there might be other people that come at you. They're going to pressure you into maybe quitting what you're doing just because they remind you of somebody else.
Yeah.
And I'm telling, and like some people have gotten so discouraged off that they just stop.
Yeah.
Me, I've been compared to fucking God knows how many people. I've heard it all, dude. I've heard it all, dude. I've heard it. Heavenly, Afro, so and so, anybody, dude. Like I've literally heard it all.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I believe that like I'm my own person.
Yeah.
Like my personality is like my own thing. You know, it's not like I'm going on someone's videos like, okay, I'm going to react the same way that he did at that point. Like that's too much work. It's too much work to do that. Just I'd rather just like sit here. I'm gonna turn the episode on and we're gonna watch it, or I'm gonna talk about whatever, right? It's just, I don't know, man. That's just something that that's more of like an audience influence thing. That, yeah, like that's just kind of like a sad thing sometimes. Like I appreciate my audiences and like the community and the viewers and whatnot, but sometimes the audiences can be the main thing that brings down the creator themselves.
Yeah.
Because the creator, yeah, go ahead.
I feel like, yeah, as you said, like content creators and the relationship between content creators and their fans is like a huge thing as well, because I feel like, as you said, when the fans start to dictate your sort of content, it feels like you have nothing in it. You're just doing it for the people. You know what I mean, right? Like, yeah,
you start to be scared that you're gonna lose, like, oh man, you know, like even if you have like 1,000 subscribers, like damn dude, like I'm gonna lose these subscribers. But I believe that this is something that like I've kind of had to learn myself as I was, you know, making content and whatnot. And it's more so that you know, you what's it called? And this is more so like for one thing, I struggle with communicating with other content creators. Like it's very hard for me to reach out to somebody that like, damn, you know, I want to establish a relationship or like a friendship with you. It's very hard for me to shoot the first shot.
Yeah.
But it's very easy for me to reciprocate their feelings. Like if someone messaged me,
yeah.
And they said like, yo, Ivory, I like your content, and it's another content creator, it's so easy for me to respond. But if there's a creator that is just chilling and the DMs are open, chances are I'm not going to message them, even though if I mess with them.
Yeah.
And I have proof of this because, what's it called? Again, with the Afro Senju.
Yeah.
He actually noticed me on one of my Mugen vids, and I was like, yo, dude, that's crazy, dude. Like, he was like probably like the biggest creator that's ever noticed me. Like, bro, that's insane, man. And I remember like he liked one of my tweets and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, dude. I'm like, but he didn't follow me. I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, damn, dude. He didn't follow me. I'm like, okay. And then like, you know, I was pretty excited for a while. Then like, maybe like weeks passed. I'm like, Afro probably forgot about me. Then I remember when Attack on Titan aired, and he did a video on it, and he actually shouted me out in one of his videos. And it was kind of like a realization to me that like, damn, dude, like he still remembered me.
Yeah.
Or like, damn, you know, he recognized me at least.
Yeah.
And then when I hit 100K, he followed me finally.
Yeah.
And that kind of gave me a little bit of insight that we shouldn't be striving towards pleasing everybody or trying to make friends with everybody we see, you know, and trying to get the most utopian outcome, because that's just not how it works, dude. You're gonna lose people, you're gonna gain people, but I believe that we all try to be a part of someone else's table when in reality we should be trying to make our own table for herself, like I believe that you attract people to your I'm getting a little philosophical on people real quick, but I believe that we are able to attract the people that are supposed to be around us and in our lives that's meant to be, you know? Yeah. Like before I'd never contacted Afro before, but for some reason, you know, I made a Mugen vid, and for some reason he still remembered me. I don't know if he was just keeping the grind, seeing if I can actually reach 100K, but as soon as I reached it, he followed me, and it was just like, damn, you know, like maybe, you know, it's just crazy that like sometimes like life just works out that way, you know? Like maybe sometimes, you know, even if I respect this certain creator or this certain creator and I really want to be friends with them and I really want to possibly collab with them in the future or just talk to them even, or just have the chance to communicate with them, maybe it's just not my time right now.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know, down the line when I make a certain video, they'll notice it or whatnot, or maybe I'll make a certain tweet and they'll notice it, and from there on it'll be history, and then that'll be that. But going back to the question, just to sum it up, don't let your audience scare you, but you respect them, of course. Just don't let them pressure you into making rash decisions or dictating your content.
Yeah.
And make sure you use your inspirations, man. Use your inspirations. Everyone's inspired by something. Don't be scared when people say make original content, because nothing's original on YouTube, bro. I'm telling you this right now. Almost everything is a copy of something else.
Yeah.
That's basically it. Everything's a copy of something else.
Yeah. One thing I gotta say is that though, talking to other content creators, since my podcast is literally bringing different content creators, it's actually pretty weird for me because I'm not a very outgoing guy. I don't DM a lot of people at all. Like,
yeah, bro. Same. Like, I'm not like, I know like I may appear very extroverted on YouTube videos, but honestly, bro, like I'm a very like chill dude. Like, I'm not trying to, you know, like you see me, like I don't tweet a lot. Like, bro, for the people that have like 50,000 plus tweets, they're just tweeting every thought. You're a sociopath. You're a sociopath. There's no way you're an actual human being. I don't know how anybody can tweet every single thought they have. Hey guys, just woke up in the morning. Hey, spilled coffee. Hey, I'm doing my shit. Like, it's like 50 tweets a day. I'm like, bro, what the hell? Like, usually when stuff like happens to me, it's just like, oh, it's just like, I'll think about it in my head, but it's like, oh, I gotta tweet this. Like, that thought never occurs to me. I have to tweet this. it's strange, dude. It really is. It's just, it's something that like I've never got. It's just the concept of social media. Because like when I was in high school and whatnot, I remember Snapchat, and Snapchat is still a thing to this day, and it's still doing it. It's still good, but like I remember I never had one because like I never got it. It's like, okay, we take pictures and we send it to each other, streaks. What the fuck is all this? I mean, like, it sounds boomer right now. I'm only 20 years old. It sounds really boomer, but like I just personally never got into that whole sphere of things. So like I remember like people would come up to me and it's like, yeah, bro, what's your Snapchat? I'm like, I don't use one, and they literally would look at me like I'm some type of freak. I'm like, what the fuck? He doesn't have a Snapchat? I'm like, Twitter is like the only social media that like I've actually used for some like elongated amount of time, and even then I'm still pretty, I feel like, you know, like you know like that thing where like as you grow older you kind of grow out of social media. I kind of feel like it's like the opposite for me. Like
for me,
as I grow older, and as a content creator too, like social media is really important. I'm trying to grow into it. So that's kind of like another challenge that I'm trying to do, is trying to find ways to use social media. Like I'm not trying to rewire my brain where I'm literally tweeting 20 times per hour. Like once again, I don't, if you do that, you are not a real person. You are an actual android. If you have like almost 100,000 tweets, dude, actual android. I can't see it. I get it for retweets, but like if it's like original thoughts, I'm like, dude, I mean, I guess some people use it to vent. Yeah. But like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird to me, you know?
For me, actually, mine's sort of like a similar story, because when everyone started to use Instagram especially, I never used Instagram, but until like one day I got a new phone and I was like, oh, you know what? Everyone has an Instagram. Might as well give it a shot. My sister's in there. My his friend is in there. My friends are in there. Everyone's in there. I thought I would give it a shot. I do what they would do usually. But then now I don't even use it. I just scroll around. I just look at some posts. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, neat. I just don't post. And even in Twitter as well. I might be tweeting like 3 times a day, and then the next day I might not be tweeting anything. For like a week I won't be tweeting anything. But I use my Twitter as more of like to engage with people of sorts. Like my my podcast account, it's actually ran by another person, by the way. He's running the, he'll put some funny posts, that's about it. But yeah, for messages and stuff, me messaging other people, yeah, I do that all the time. So for me, I'm pretty introverted. I don't talk a lot. I talk to a lot of people. Even with the social media, I don't talk. Even with having a WhatsApp and shit, I don't even talk to my dad a lot on the WhatsApp and stuff here, because I don't use it a lot. So I knew that I had to be very outgoing if this podcast has to be a success. Like if I have to bring in guests, or if I have to be in contact with other people, even when I'm making videos. Like honestly, me and Nick, this is a whole partnership between us, this whole podcast, because without his input or anything, this podcast would have been nothing. So yeah, Nick, if you're listening to this, love you, my bunch's mate, no homo though. But yeah, I've like sent like what? I would DM people. If I won't get any answer, I'll hit them on their Gmail or something. I just give it a shot, I mean, there will be some guests that would be impossible to get. Like, who knows? Probably Joey or someone. They would join for sure. Who knows? Probably in the future. Who knows? God knows.
Hey, yeah, like I said, crazy stuff happens sometimes.
Funny thing was, recently I mean, all of you guys who come to this podcast thus far, it's been like a fucking blessing, because with you, I've been watching your content for a while. I didn't expect you to come to the podcast and sit down for a chat, or even with any other content creator that I've talked with thus far. Like Minami's, I've been watching her content for like 3-4 years now, and getting a chance to talk is like a fucking blessing. And recently I did something stupid. Actually, I emailed. So there is this voice actress in Japan right now. She speaks English as well, and she's in a online convention that's happening right now on the 10th, I think. So I saw this and I was like, you know what? Maybe if I try to email them, they'll give me some response or something. So I went ahead. I went to their agency website. I gave them a request. There was a request button. I hit it. I wrote a whole thing in Japanese and sent it to them. A week later, I got a reply, and they said, give us more details about this podcast. And I was like, what? No way, they replied to me. I told them, yeah, this is the thing, this is how it is, and they said that they need to talk with some other people, because we are talking about some other anime and stuff, so, rights and stuff, so it might take a while, but yeah. I mean, if it happens, it's a breakthrough, but...
Yeah.
But yeah, as I said, this podcast honestly has been a huge change for me, honestly, because I get to talk with a lot of people, even though being very, person who keeps everything to myself and not talk to a lot of people, even DM me. But yeah, it's been a huge change for me as such, because I get to talk with a lot of people, and to talk with content creators that I love too, because I feel like that's like a dream come true of sorts, like you watch a certain person and then you just get to talk to him, know about what he likes and what that person likes. It's a really huge moment. Personally, so yeah.
I have this weird. I mean, I guess now that I'm I'm pretty small still, but if I talk to other content creators around my size, or I see it, I'm like, I mean, in all honesty,
yeah.
I don't know, dude. I feel like it's kind of like that starstruck effect. It's like I've talked to content creators that are you know, like they got hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I'm like, damn, dude, like, and like, it's not. I'm gonna say this. It's like, I'm not anything special.
Yeah.
And I mean that in a way where I'm like, I'm not like a god to people, dude. Like, so I know some people that watch me, they're like, they think like I'm like the second coming of Christ, dude. It's like they get so hyped when they talk to me. I'm like, bro, dude, like the DMs are open. If you got something to talk to me about, like you can just message me in Discord and stuff like that. Like, and this is why like sometimes it's a little off-putting sometimes when people come to you and they treat you a little bit differently.
Yeah.
And I mostly have this problem in Discord that people would act way differently as soon as I type something in the Discord. They would just, they totally would just like switch their personality and try to get my attention.
Yeah.
The best way to get my attention is to not try to get my attention. Like literally just be chill. Like if you just say like hi to me, I will most likely reply to a hi rather than like a roast or something, or them trying to be funny towards me in like a very cringe way or something. Like, I don't know. Like for example, like one time I was gaming with my friends in Discord.
Yeah.
And this dude wanted to talk to me or something like that. So we're like, oh, okay, yeah. So we moved him in, and the first thing he does is literally just play my videos. He's like, yo, he just plays my videos, max volume so everyone can hear. It's like, dude, that's not cool, dude. Like that's not gonna make me like you. If you went in and he's like, yo, what's good, Ivory? You know, what's up? I'll be like, yo, what's good, dude? That's all you gotta do. Yeah. Most of the people in here right now that have stuck with me for such a long time, these are the few like people that like they've just been chill, dude. Yeah. They didn't say anything cringe when they first met me. They didn't do anything off-putting. They're just relaxed, man.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like whenever I like try to meet like a creator or something like that, I feel like the best way to go about this is not as much as you might want to. I feel like, yo, low-key, like if I met some of the creators that I look up to in real life, I might have to hold back my like, damn, like they're actually here. But like try your best to just chill, dude.
Yeah.
Just act like, yo, I'm telling you, that will make them feel way more comfortable. It'll make them feel way more comfortable. But yeah, that's what I gotta say about like kind of that clout effect of like, you know, I know you see like, damn, you have a lot of followers and stuff like that, but you're talking to me and whatnot. You know, you have a bunch of viewers on Twitch and whatever. It's like, yeah, I get that, and that's something that definitely is kind of blessed.
Honestly, I could just spend 3 hours just fanboying any content creator that comes in here. But I you know, now it's not just about the podcast. I just feel like talking with people, honestly, it's especially with content creators like that. I feel like I know that they have to feel comfortable, of course, here, and I just can't go about, you know, fanboying the 24/7. It's a fucking weird ass behavior, first and foremost. And I mean, it's not wrong. It's not wrong.
It's a little unhealthy, man. Like, I don't mean to call anyone out, but you know, like, you know, okay. And before I say anything, I know people are prone to jump to conclusions. You know, I don't got anything against Dream or his fans or Minecraft, whatever the hell. But some of the Dream fans, I'm not gonna lie, dude. If I was Dream, I would be scared to stream, go live, or leave my house. I'm afraid they're about to leave. Like, dude, it goes beyond the realm of I really like this creator to like, bro, this creator is like my god, my savior. Everything that I do in life revolves around them. I'm like, dude, just relax. Like Dream, he's literally just some white dude. Like that's all it comes down to. Like he's some white dude that plays Minecraft. Like if you really want to like get down to the facts, he's some white dude that plays Minecraft.
Yep.
Am I lying though? Like he's just some white dude that plays Minecraft, right?
Yep.
Sure. Like he has all his accomplishments, like established YouTuber, you know, creator. You know, I think he makes music and whatnot, right? You know, he's really famous on the internet sphere. But when he comes down to it, he's just a dude that plays Minecraft.
Yep.
And me, I just like anime. I just like talking about it.
Yep.
And that's what it comes down to, man. It's just like you don't gotta act different because they're around, but that's all it comes down to.
Yeah, that's all about, you know, be yourself. Try not to be a Hmong. acting kind of weird, and don't make the your favorite content creator uncomfortable, because unhealthy simping is not good at all.
Yeah, man. Like, don't like message me and be like talking like an anime character, like call me Oni-chan and like that's not good, dude. Like, I like anime, but like, bro, that's not how you talk to people, man. Like, that's not how you talk to people. Like, I get you like the vids, I respect that, but like, that's not like, talk to me like you would talk to your teacher or something, or like your friend or something, man. Just relax. It's just strange. It's just strange what like a bunch of numbers or like a follower count can change someone's perception on you. But I bet there's people out there that think they know everything about me off of like a 10-minute reaction video. It's crazy, man. It's crazy sometimes.
Yeah, honestly, true. But I wonder who this message is for each and stuff. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, I've gone some strange stuff. I've gotten people that just send me like hentai. It's just like, bro, what, dude? I'm just like, yo, it doesn't make any sense. I'm like, nothing, no caption or anything, just like full-blown hentai. It's just like, bro. I mean, I know I've made like a couple of cringe hentai videos in the past. I'm past that right now, but golly, bro. It's strange, dude, I guess. It's more interesting too, I guess, like to see how people like I'm curious how they would react if I had 1 million subscribers compared to like how I have like, I don't know, like 100,000, right?
Yeah.
It's like, shit, would they be on that dream stand type of thing where they're where they're trying to find my address? I'm like, yo, like that's just weird.
I feel like it really depends upon how you cater your fan base, to be honest. Because with the dream thing, I felt like he had an opportunity to speak up on it a long time ago, but he didn't do it.
I mean, I think that...
Yeah.
I think it really... I mean... I'm not gonna lie to you. Talking about the dream stand scares me. Like, I'm looking behind my shoulder right now. I feel like they got the sniper pointed at me, bro. Like, it's dude, they are insane. I feel like as soon as I mutter anything, like, I'm not trying to slander Dream or anything like that, but I mutter anything about the fan base, I just feel that, dude, like, my life is gone, bro. But like, what I was talking about is that, like, being in that position, not only are you such a high profile online figure, but you've never shown your face before. You're like a quote unquote faceless YouTuber. Like, I know, like, Nux was talking about, I know he tweeted something like somebody noticed my voice in public and it gave him like a panic attack.
Bullshit.
And I'm like, damn, dude. I'm like, I could not live. That's why, like, from the get-go, I showed my face. I try to be as transparent as possible with people and show like my body language a lot and my expressions. That's why I guess, like, what's it called? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it'd be easier to see if it makes someone uncomfortable, like if they know what I look like, right? But like hearing a voice and a mascot, I feel like it kind of implants something into the viewer's head that this is a character. They're playing a character. Yeah. This isn't a real human. Like Dream, like he has like the green like face. Nux, I know he has his own avatar. I know like Corpse has his own avatar. That's why, like, I feel like they register that creator with that avatar, and it's like, this is them. They're just what's it called? They're just like they're a persona. Like it's just like a figment, of just there. But like me, I've said my name before, like I'm Hunter. Yeah. I'm real. I've seen this is I look like, so this is a real person you're talking to. Please don't come to my house and find me and whatnot. Like that's what I'm saying basically. But yeah, dude, like I just feel bad sometimes for them because I feel like they have to live under that persona for like the rest of their lives, Yeah. Or at least until they want to reveal their face, of course. Like they obviously could do that. Yeah. But yeah, dude.
Yeah. All right. So next question, by the way. All right. Should I be asking this? All right. Okay. We asked the E3 question, so will Hunter finally stream after E3? And there's a question here.
Oh, that's a hard question. I've been watching a lot of Twitch streams lately.
Oh
my god. I'm sorry.
What did...
Wait, what?
Who the fuck did that? Oh no. I didn't think either. What the hell?
I didn't hear anything either.
Come on, guys. It's like, it's the people in general. Oh god, I should have.
Okay.
Fuck y'all, man. Come on. All right. Back to the question. I'm sorry. All right.
It's all good. I mean, like, I've been watching like a bunch of Twitch streams recently. Definitely been watching Twitch, or at least Twitch clips on YouTube a lot more than just like YouTube videos. So I don't know. Like, I've definitely been getting that itch to get back into streaming.
Yeah.
The thing that kind of prevents me from streaming sometimes, though, it's kind of like this little insecurity of like not having my stream. I don't know. I feel it's strange because I don't have the insecurity when I upload YouTube videos. Like, I can make a video on anything, and like, honestly, I mean, I wouldn't say I don't care, but like, it wouldn't hurt me if it did bad. Like, it'd be like, oh, okay, you know, the video just flopped. But like, I do feel some type of way though if I stream and I don't get people watching me. I do start to feel a little self-conscious. I'm like, damn, do people not like me? Or people not liking what I'm doing? Because I feel like live streaming and being live on camera without any edits, you know, just putting yourself out there for hours, that's stressful as hell, dude.
Stressful?
It's extremely stressful, and you have to condition yourself for that. And I feel like I've kind of fell out with that. I feel like I did condition myself in the beginning because I used to stream a lot when I was smaller. But now that like I'm bigger, I haven't streamed that often. So like whenever I do stream, I do feel like a little sense of anxiety.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I feel like, damn, you know, are people not liking this? Like I don't even know what to do on stream. Because before I used to have fun, just literally just like watching just like random videos with people. But sometimes I think like, do people really want to watch this with me? So it's kind of just like this internal battle that I've been fighting. But recently, E3 is usually like something like I always stream. Like I love just like watching conferences with people. I feel like it's really chill, not stressful at all. That's when like I don't really care about the viewers, when like I have like a idea in mind, like the reaction streams. Like when I reacted like Jujutsu for a little bit, I didn't really care who was watching because I was gonna make a YouTube video out of it anyway. But like if I just go live and I have no idea what we're doing, that's when I start to get like, okay, shit, you know, I don't know what to do, you know, and stuff like that. Even though I can just like watch like random YouTube videos and whatnot, we can probably go from there. But yeah, I'm just watching a lot of streams and seeing like, trying to take a little bit of inspiration and see what other people do when they kind of just go live at like midnight, you know, with no ideas in mind. I kind of just see what they do and kind of just maybe like I can do something similar to that. That's really. That's right. All I'm gonna say is a strong I hope so. Like I want to stream after E3 for sure.
So
I hope so.
All right. So another question from him, from Lance as well. Favorite My Hero Academia fight / moment.
Deku versus Muscular. I really like that moment a lot.
Yeah.
When he does like the 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
One for all thing. That's when like. That's when I was watching and I'm like, dang, I actually really like Midoriya a lot. Like, I actually really liked him. I like that one more than I think I like that one actually more than the One for All. And I still think the One for All versus All for One moment is really good, but I definitely really enjoyed that moment a lot.
For me, the Endeavor versus the
Nomu thing. That was a good one. That was a good one too.
This fight as well. And the season 2 Deku versus Todoroki fight was also really good. But yeah,
that one was really good too. Yeah,
that was I remember watching that and I was just blown away. That was just good shit. Before I knew about the fandom, by the way, because after that everything was just bad memories. Anyways, next question from Momo. Thanks for the question, by the way. First question is, what is your favorite genre of anime?
I mean, I know this isn't really like a popular genre, and I feel like more people need to do this.
Yeah.
But it's horror, dude.
Yep.
Scary anime. I love scary anime, and I wish more people tackled this, dude.
Thing is,
Like, not.
See-
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
see, the thing is with horror anime is that they are not a lot, instilling terror or the fear to the viewer, but like gore. That's the biggest.
Yeah, like people dying. I mean, like I guess it's unsettling, but like I said, this is why I kind of like ReZero a lot, because ReZero I think is really scary at some moments, like especially like in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like in season 1, like it's like really scary because like you don't know. And I feel that ReZero does horror really well. I think that's why, it's up there with some of my favorite animes. And some of my favorite animes are like shonen stuff and whatnot. But like that's why ReZero is up there, because it's one of the few animes that it's not even, I wouldn't even call it a horror. It's more like a psychological thriller, but like it has horror elements and it does it really good. But yeah, I would say like my favorite category of anime would definitely be like a shonen or like a psychological horror. I wish more people did more horror shows though.
Yeah, for me personally, not horror actually. See, the thing is, when you talked about horror, by the way, there was this show that I watched before I took a huge ass hiatus from YouTube. It was called, from anime. It was called Shinsekai Yori. It's very underrated anime. So when I watched Shinsekai Yori, I was fucking unsettled every goddamn episode because of the atmosphere that the anime provided. It's like the characters could die any episode, anything weird could happen, someone could die at any moment. It's that sort of atmosphere that the anime gave. So I feel like, as I said again with the horror genre, I feel like horror is more about creating an unsettling presence for the viewer rather than being a bloodbath. For example, Party, these are Elephant Lead. Elephant Lead is good and everything, but what does these quote-unquote horror animes have in common? They're gory. They're not scary, they're gory. That is the difference. And when we talk about really horror animes, like Promised Neverland's first episode was fucking good.
Yeah.
We all know what happened afterwards, but let's not talk about it. Again, Shinsekai Yori, fucking underrated. Give it a watch if anyone hasn't watched it yet. There's that. I don't think there's a lot of horror animes like that really gets you afraid and like gives you that unsettling feel to it. You know what I'm saying? So it's actually pretty rare. But yeah, for favorite genre for me personally is I honestly just have phases. Like I'd be watching action shows, then I had my whole slice of life phase. Now it's somewhat like anything that is enjoyable to watch, I guess.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, but yeah, if I were to pick a genre though, probably slice of life, because if the slice of life anime is executed properly. For example, Oregairu is a fucking good show because I love the character interactions in it. It feels humane, it feels natural. It's not like a forced tsundere in there. It's not your stereotypical slapping on all of these deres, tsundere, kudere, blah 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 in there.
Yeah.
When the protagonist talks to another character, it feels like they are having a natural conversation. Same shit I had with the Odd Taxi. Odd Taxi it's really natural. Like, it's just that's a lot of animes don't do that, especially as slice of life as well, because I feel like all of them are just slapping dead is in there, character stereotypes, blah blah blah. You just slap it in there, and yeah, then you make some cheesy character interactions, and there you go. There's an anime. There's your 12-episode anime. Boom. But when it's done right, it's just really good, and that's what I appreciate a lot about slice of life animes, because everything about it, I mean, not everything, some of them are supernatural and as I said, the BS that happens in Anohan and stuff, but but when it's done right, it's more down to earth than most what other animes can do, I think. But that doesn't mean that other animes are bad, because majority of the shows that I watched are actually action shows, so I still love them, but yeah, I am just more lenient towards slice of life because they just give out something better.
Yeah, I got you.
Alright, so second question from Momo. What aspect of that genre makes you love it the most? I answered.
I feel like we kind of covered that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I definitely feel like we kind of.
Alright, thanks for the question. Alright, so Cuba with one last question again. Thoughts on Invincible Season 1, and when will you react to Season 2?
I really liked Invincible. I actually was gonna make a video on it. Not a reaction, just like a normal video. I was just gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
So when I was watching Invincible, I didn't expect it to blow up so much to where people I actually get requested to react to it. I'm like, really? Like, this is like this is not an anime. We know this, right? You know. Yeah. So I was like, but yeah, I mean, honestly, I actually might do it. Yeah, for sure. I actually might react to Season 2.
I feel like a lot of people, whenever I message to a lot of people, they say that it's the best show they watched, and like when I talked to Nick and I asked him, dude, is it worth watching? He told me that it might be one of the best shows he watched, and he's a sort of person who watches literally every seasonal that season, you know. And hearing that from him, I was like, you know what, let's give it a shot sometime down the road. Probably I'll watch it. I haven't watched it yet, but from watching the trailers and hearing people talk about it, I'm getting a lot of The Boys vibe to it, you know? The Boys vibe to it. I remember watching The Boys back last year.
I got you.
I don't remember when exactly, but that was a really good thing to watch, and I really enjoyed it. So from the looks of it, I might enjoy Invincibles, probably. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun watch, I guess. Alright, so next question. Oh boy, Naru, come on, man. Ha! Alright, Naru's question. Answer titties.
What did quality. I was trying to think of a quote, but I couldn't think of it. But yeah, quality.
Yeah, as long as the answer titties good. You'd prefer either. But yeah, if you guys got any more questions, do feel free to drop them in the podcast questions, by the way. Because we are gonna wrap up soon, and if you still got questions to ask, do ask them quickly. If you don't, all right, cool. So yeah. So before as we wait for the questions, last questions, if they got anything. Actually, I wanted to ask this. Fuck. So you kept okay. If you were to be a gaming channel or something anytime in the future, so what sort of like game would you be playing, or what's the sort of how much for a plug in the box? Sorry about that. Yeah, how much would you be? What sort of game would you be playing, and how would you be like making the content if you were to make like a gaming? If your channel were to be a gaming channel in the future.
I feel like it would just be like, honestly, if I were to do a gaming channel, it would literally just be like stream. I would just stream the game on Twitch. I feel like watching a stream of a game is more entertaining than watching a video walkthrough with parts of a game, in my opinion, at least. I think streaming kind of almost killed the whole parts thing. You know, like the Resident Evil, 6 part 52, or something like that, right? I feel like someone can literally just finish Resident Evil 8 in like one stream and like stream it for like 8 hours and then just upload parts of it on. I mean, honestly, you can just do the same thing. You can just add a stream to it. But I honestly I'd probably just stream it and then upload, the highlights of it.
All right. Also, one more question I was about to ask, but then forgot. Yeah. Talking about streams, by the way, what do you think about VTubers?
Oh God, dude. I know a lot of people watching right now like VTubers a lot. I like VTubers as well. I can't say that I'm
a fan.
The biggest fan? No, I can say I'm a fan. I definitely have had my nights where like I see like one VTuber clip recommended to me and it's like, okay, and then like and then like 2 hours later I'm just watching just a lot of VTuber clips. I even like know a lot of VTubers from like Hololive and like Niji Sanji or like V Shoujo and whatnot. Yeah. Like I'm well aware of a lot of them.
Yeah.
But in terms of being like a I guess like I'm not like a die-hard fan. Like I understand it. I like it a lot. To me, this is, and I know there's a lot of factors that play into being a VTuber. They might be a little self-conscious about showing their real face and whatnot. They might not be ready for that. It may make them feel uncomfortable and stuff like that. Or other people might just try to cash in on the trend of being a VTuber. I know VTubers have just gotten popular in recent times. And I feel like nowadays being a VTuber is not enough to distinguish yourself from the rest of the other creators. Like I definitely feel that there's so many VTubers nowadays, like it's so saturated that you definitely need to have something else up your sleeve rather than I'm gonna go buy a live 2D model and a rig and whatnot and I'm gonna be a cute anime girl and stream and do quirky shit. And because trust me, that's like a bunch of other of these VTubers out there that do the same thing and whatnot. But man, I respect the craft. Like I do respect the craft. I would love to be friends with some VTubers and whatnot. I know there's I have nothing but respect for the craft. So yeah, and the fans as well.
Yeah,
the fans as well.
I feel honestly, I'm kind of like that too. Like I don't watch a lot of streams, but I do watch clips and such, and I have a good laugh or two. So honestly, when this whole VTuber thing blew up and everyone started to become a VTuber, one person that stood out for me was this singer Richie, who I'd had on the podcast. She started to VTubing, and what she does is that she just sings. Like on streams, she sings, and I feel like I didn't see a lot of VTubers doing that. I mean, there's VTubers that sing, of course. Like I think almost all the VTubers sing, but I feel like a lot of. She's like one of the few people who like really stand out from that VTuber meta crowd that is happening right now. But yeah. Shout out, by the way, to Richie. If you're listening to this, you do you. All right, so last question. We got one more question. We're gonna wrap this thing up. It's been like 3.5 hours. This is like the longest episode I have ever recorded, ever.
I don't know. Talking is my job, so I'm so used to it.
Do you all work out? Why, Martin? Why are you asking that, man?
I work out 6 days a week.
I'd work out once a week and then forget about it. That's me. Okay. All right. So, last question from Mazir. I think your name is. You a breakfast, lunch, or dinner kind of guy, and what is your favorite food?
I don't really have breakfast. I know a lot of people say like, "Oh, important meal of the day."
Yeah.
I don't really have it. Well, I guess I should rephrase this. I don't wake up early enough to have breakfast.
Yep.
There we go. I should rephrase it like that. The most important meal of the day is dinner.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep. Same shit for me. I just don't. I wake up at 2 p.m. in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Do you even have
Like breakfast is gone. Yeah.
Breakfast is a distant memory by this point. I used to have breakfast, not anymore. But yeah, dinner is like I eat. I see a lot of people would tell me like I have to eat breakfast heavily, eat lighter for lunch, and eat a lot less for dinner. But it's exactly the opposite for me. If I'd be eating breakfast, I'd be eating a lot less breakfast. I'd be eating a lot more lunch and dinner. Like that's how I work here. But yeah, favorite food. What's your favorite food?
Damn, probably like steak or something like that.
Oh damn.
Yeah, probably like steak. Steak is probably my favorite food. Steak, salmon, chicken.
Honestly, I've been living in Saudi Arabia and then came back to India, and honestly, I have like 2 cultures worth of food, and honestly, I don't have any. I don't have any preferences, but honestly, I would go back to Saudi Arabia just to have their food, because the Arabic food is just amazing to eat. Like, yeah, and even Indian foods are good as well. There's a lot of stuff. There's more to curry here in India, by the way, guys. I feel like a lot of people say that like, he's an Indian, he eats curry. But yeah, there's a lot more to curry than you guys think. But yeah, favorite food has to be something that's Arabic. Like, I fucking love Arabic food. I grew up eating a lot of them, and yeah, they're fucking heavenly. I enjoy them. Alright.
Sure.
Alright, so we are at 3 hours and 26 minutes at recording. I guess we shall wrap this up. Man, this has been the longest episode in this whole podcast. We never did this long an episode, so yeah. So anything else to say before we wind up the show, Ivory?
I feel like I said my whole life story. I've said every opinion that I've ever had, honestly, in these 3 hours. I mean, damn, just watch the whole thing back if you want to know anything, basically.
Put it on repeat. It will be on Spotify, don't worry. Put it on repeat, boys. If you want to listen to more stuff, if you been.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Alright, so, yeah. Thank you guys so much for listening to Behind the Frames with a couple of double sweeps in today's episode. It's been a blast. Thank you guys for your questions. You guys been asking a lot of banger questions, even with the ass and titty questions as well. But yeah, appreciate the support. It's been fucking sensational. This podcast has been a fucking blast for like 7 episodes now, and yeah, we're doing a good job. And yeah, salute to you guys listening for 3.5 hours. You guys are fucking amazing. And yeah, hope you guys keep supporting the podcast. I know some of you are not gonna even turn back to the server. I hit stop recording. So yeah, keep supporting. Check out Ivory's channel. Link will be in the description as well, and my channel, my podcast, whatever. Everything will be in the description as well. So yeah, stay tuned. Next guest will be whenever someone actually reads my DMs. So yeah, see you guys in the next video. Peace out.